Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Downstar, episode 234. Yeah, you already know what it is.
Shake, jump, shake, jump.
We in here with the boys, dude. Shane, Heyl, Beagle,
One ism.
Shrimp, Blunt. We here. We ready to do this, guys. What's going on, boys?
Shout out Kevin Romar for fucking blessing that track. You already know.
We living live. Dude, we're gonna have a party today, bro.
Yeah, Frank, hell yeah, dog.
Hey, first off, big congratulations to both of you guys, dude. Shrimp Blunt, insane. 271K right now. What was that, about
Sick.
12 days, 11 days?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
271K.
Yeah, thanks, homie. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Thanks,
Live on Hijinx, 1.5 in the chat. That's insane,
Nice.
bro.
That's what's up.
You know, one of the craziest things about it is that I was going through the comments, right? I couldn't find a bad comment.
Sick, dude.
I could not find... How does that happen in a YouTube video, dude? Anything. How does that happen? Not a bad comment. Dead ass. If you guys look, if you're listening right now, go to Hijinx on YouTube. Check the comments. Go to the top comments. You're scrolling. Dude, I was scrolling. I couldn't find a bad comment, bro.
Love and respect to everybody out there, man. We're just
Yeah.
trying to do what we do, and that's just keeping it skateboarding.
You guys did that shit, man.
Thanks, man.
I know we have both of you guys on the podcast. And both of you guys had the plans already for Shrimp Blunt, and it was just boiling, dude.
Yep, for sure, man.
And then it was time to cook, bro, and you guys did that shit.
Thanks, man.
So, first off, let's start off with the video. How long did it take to even get all the footage?
I feel like we kind of took the idea, Shrimp Blunt, seriously, trying to really make it a video, maybe the past 2 years, I'd say.
Yeah.
Basically. I mean, like, after Baker 4 came out at the end of 2019, that's when it was like, okay, full focus. We got to make this Shrimp Blunt thing happen. So it was kind of in a solid making, like 2 years.
Got you. So before Shrimp Blunt, what was the last Shake Junt video?
Skate tank.
Skate Tank. That was 2014?
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, man, this one hit hard, dude. Just the whole intro and just everything from like the soundtrack and stuff. It was buck, dude.
Thanks, man. Sick.
So how long did it take to like put everything together after you guys got the footage?
Hey, it's funny, man, because we wanted to start looking at timelines, having shit edited a good 6 months before the deadline. And the deadline was originally, we're thinking, the middle of February this year. So like it ended up coming out a month after, around like March 15th, around then. So we wanted to start looking at shit, getting it all together back in September, but it really didn't starting to get laid out till like January. So it was like 2 months of like editing on the video. But before then, it was so much just organizing the footage, getting footage from filmers all over the world and shit, like getting some Yuri footage from Brazil. Yeah, like all types of filmers. Lucian Clark out in the UK, Nate Jackson in Australia. It was like a lot of just organizing footage, and then the last couple months, a lot of people started really landing more tricks, so it all kind of came together as time went by.
Got you.
Yeah.
So there might be a lot of non-skateboard people listening right now, so we can't just give a quick breakdown of both of your positions of what you took in the video.
Okay, yeah. Shit, I filmed for Shake Junt, and I did most of the editing of the video as well.
Okay, got you.
Exactly.
And Shane?
He damn near edited the whole thing. Come on. My man Beagle crushed it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Killed it.
So to go back a little bit on this project, Shake Junt has put out many singular video parts, such as like one of the team writers, Frankie Heck, Thomas Dritzis, James Fitz. So we've had a lot of solo parts that have come out in over the years, right? And that was kind of the the style, put out these little short parts because what's up? Can you handle a full length video? Even 30 minutes is kind of pushing it. Hijinx got a big team too. We're looking at like 60 people.
Yeah.
You know, to cram all those people into one video and really try to keep it condensed where we can keep you interested in a world right now where you look at 5-second videos every day on your phone. This is going to be a challenge. So we sat down, our minds thought like, how can we make this even different? And Beagle, being a DJ, has put out countless mixtapes. People, if you don't know, go check out my man. Where is it, Beags? Where can they go check out your soundtrack?
The SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
Beagle One-ism, SoundCloud, yeah. Some mixes on there.
Hit him with that. Yeah.
That was mine. I love that.
That's for my man Beagle. But yeah, so he's been making ill-ass, mixtapes forever, especially his summer mixes. And he's talented. And then he started DJing at bars and doing a lot of stuff that people don't even know. Like, hey, so this is the side of the video that really meant the most. Like, how can we get the soundtrack right? We're not just going to pick a song and put a part to it. This video was pretty much brainchild from Beagle doing the mixtape.
Yeah.
Behind the footage.
Got you. So you're saying that the mix itself
is the most important thing.
Everything else,
yes,
just fell in line.
That's another reason why it took so long to really start editing.
Yeah.
It took till January to get it like together because you had to know how much footage each writer had to go with a part of the song, basically.
Yeah.
And know what song, like next to what song, what skater next to what skater, like who skates together, who goes together. But plotting out the mixes for the video, there was maybe 5 different like recordings, which in those recordings there'll be like maybe 5 to 6 songs. Mm-hmm. So I would on the DJ app record it all together as one. And then in the when you put it in Premiere, if you want to slice out like a verse or something, you could do that. But it was the dream all along to have the skater have a different song each one, but to not lose the flow,
Yeah.
So when it's finally happening, it was like, oh shit! I had to sit there at the table and think like, damn, what songs have similar beats per minute? And similar flavors to the skater to keep it relevant. Like the one mix that a lot of people really like from that Shrimp Blunt is the one of what's the song? The Model. Was it Kraftwerk?
Kraftwerk. Yeah.
The Model.
I think Dustin was skating to that.
Oh my God, dude! What the hell?
Yeah. So Dustin skated that song. Dustin Dolan's the one that not only skates that song, but he showed it to me
Gotcha.
a couple years ago, and I just kept it in the bank on the DJ app. Like, this song's gonna mix good with something. So finally having the chance to edit a Dustin part to his, the own song that he showed me, and then throw some Koopsta.
Yeah.
Koopsta Nicka from 3-6 Mafia. It's a Koopsta song, Stash Spot, I think. Yeah, it's Stash Spot mixed with the Model Kraftwerk, and it's just a wicked old like 80s beat or Kraftwerk. I think it's 70s or 80s, but yeah, it's wild. It's a wild mix, but
dude,
it was just an example of I don't know, just thinking who should skate to what. Like, I think when Koopsta comes in, that's when D's part starts. So it goes from Dustin's kind of the creepy song, The Model, into D skating in Nashville to Koopsta.
Dude, I noticed that because I was listening to that song and I'm like, bro, I've never heard this, but this like fits Dustin for sure. This type of song fits him. But then I'm just listening to it and then it starts rapping. I'm like, wait, does this song have a rapping on it?
Yeah.
Dude, it makes perfect, bro. I love it.
Thanks, man. It's fun.
But Shane, so you're the owner of Hijinx.
Yes.
Okay. So with all these people on the team, you said like 60 plus. Is it hard to get footage from all of these people that can go to you? Because you would be their accessory sponsor, right? So instead of them giving this footage to their board sponsor or what have you, was it hard to get like quality footage?
Well, for the most part, this video you want to make sure it's just you're not torturing any of the team riders. Like, we need to like pull you and make sure you're just giving it everything you got. If you feel like that's what you want to do for this video, man, so be it.
Got you.
Like Theotis went over the top. He went hard, real, because he didn't have any other projects at the time. So he just gave this everything he had.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why the video opens up with Theotis. That's why you see him in the slam section getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see he put his soul into this shit. You know what I'm saying? But then these other cats, they got their shoe sponsor video, the board sponsor video. So they're busy. And these guys, some of them are pro as fuck. You know what I mean? Like they're traveling all over the world doing all kinds of things. So to get any sprinkles that we can work with, man, good looking out to each and every one on Shake Jump that provided a clip or two or more. You know, like no one's, I'm saying, is like better than the next man. I'm just saying like, hey, thank you. Yeah. Because what you guys contributed is special to us. And me and Beagle we ain't going to let some bullshit slide, but we're also looking out too. Like we know what you're capable of. And if that's the best of your capabilities, we're going to work with it. You know what I mean? So you can see in the video, it's a lot of people from the top dog to like the dude that don't even have a board sponsor. Yeah. You know, like they're in there, you know, it's a family. It really is. And to put everybody together in one video is so hard, but so special. Yeah. So when the video was, it was due back in February, because here you are making all this product, right? You got t-shirts, you got boards, you got hat, you got all this stuff. Shops are ordering it. Where the video at? Now, if you wait too long, you're at the next season and you missed out on this merchandise that came out to the shops. You don't have the video. So it's like that timeline is crucial and so hard. And so I know that like if I'm playing this role, hey Beagle, where we at with the edit? You know, like I gotta put you on like, okay, this time we need to be looking at a timeline, at least a rough sketch of it, you know, and just pick away at it. But with this many kids, we're just like, all right, one more weekend. Like, okay, let's get it. And let's not forget, Beagle and I are both skating. We're both trying to get clips for this video. Beagle has the last part in this video. So he's not only editing the video, scoring the soundtrack, he has to get in his soul his best video part to this day. He has to provide that, not for the public, not for everybody else, for him, so he can sleep at night. Like, okay, I'm getting the last part of this video, because I was like, I'm not giving it to anybody else but you, Beagle. Like, you deserve to have the last part. Plus, gave him he's got his pro model on Shake Jump. He's got his pro signature grip on Shake Jump. He's got his pro hardware on Shake Jump. And let's not forget Murdy the dog.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Had to go hard for Murdy the dog.
Come on.
Everybody did.
For sure.
There's a lot that this video, I mean, I can keep talking, man, but it's just like this whole project is seriously has been wrapped around the team and for Beagle to show the world like, hey, man, I've been in the game for this long. It's now time that you really see what I'm capable of.
Stop fucking playing with us.
Right, Beagle?
Let's go. Let's go.
Thanks for that, Shane.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're a strong ass fucking duo. Like once we fucking get our minds together and we put the fucking that shit together, it's
hey, you guys held it down, bro.
Musically too, bro. Like we be fucking with the goat and all this shit. Like, man, we can just we can punch them drums. I'll put the vocals right on top. We'll fucking hit a hit right now.
Bust a freestyle right now.
Please.
Shit, we're about to do this shit. But yeah, that's why I wanted to go in with, man. Rest in peace, Murdy the dog, man. When we came for the premiere, dude, and that started off, you could just feel it in the air, bro. It just the love, dude, and just seeing him bust that set, dude.
Yeah, for
come
sure.
dapping. That was couldn't have started a better way.
No,
Thanks,
that
dude.
was.
God bless him.
He really. I mean, that was. I mean, if you let me speak on it, I know that was one of the last things that needed to be edited for the video, and I know for Beagle, not to speak for him, but I know that was hard. That was hard to like, you know, all this footage of Murdy, and you got to pick what's the best one.
Yeah,
they're all dope. Come on, like,
No, that's what's up.
pick
Thanks,
one.
Shane.
They all tight.
You're right about that, Shane. Like you didn't want to have me like think of that till the end of the editing, which made sense because it really was. Yeah, it was challenging. I was putting that shit off for a long time, editing Murdy and stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm hyped from and hyped the way it came out. Yeah, and that one particular clip had everything. Had him walking on the board, doing the stairs down the curb 2 times with me afterward. It had like the Shake Junt grip, everything.
Man, he was getting a photo taken by a Teebs.
Yeah, Tiva, exactly. Just one clip, it just did justice. Just all in one. Like this
So
is
special.
the coolest dog, man.
That set
Rest
the
in peace,
tone,
Murdy.
bro. That set the tone for the video.
I mean,
and it
dedicated it to Murdy.
showed- yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's
for
right.
sure. As,
Yeah.
as it should be, bro. Because he was looking from up top, putting the last of the sprinkles on the shrimp blunt, dude.
Everybody that ride for the Junt, for real, no Murdy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the homie.
you had to open it up, dude.
Yeah, dude. He's
Rest
seen a lot
in
of
peace,
tricks go
man.
down. He's seen a lot of tricks go down. that the homies did. It's tight.
So once we jumped into it, bro, see Beagle in the kitchen, dude. Are you a cook?
Dude, I still till this day, I could just make breakfast sandwiches. Like I could make scrambled eggs and bacon. And I think that's all I've really cooked on the pan so far.
Hey, that shrimp look good, bro. I don't know what.
So the shrimp was a lot of good help. We actually
Let him know.
we had Neen Williams come
Let
out.
him know.
Oh shit!
So Neen Williams, the good homie, who's got a great part in the video as well. He's an amazing cook. You know, he owns his own spices, NADC, not a damn chance.
Hell yeah.
Spices, but he's an amazing cook. So he was like my stunt double for the cooking. Neen. So he's the credit of that crispy, delicious shrimp is actually Neen's cooking. I just left that shit on the stove and burned it to death. Still ate some of it like that. It's really good though. But yeah, thank you, Neen, for coming out, man.
Yeah,
shout out
Neen.
to Neen, man. Dude, so where did let's start off? Where did the name Shrimp Blunt even come from? Where's that idea from?
Let him, bang him over the head, Biggs.
All right, I'm gonna try it. Yeah, all right. So basically, man, this is crazy, but Shrimp Blunt became a fantasy. It struck us in 2007, December 4th. It was a night with me and Brian Herman. We stayed at the Baker apartment, and it was a nice, early December night. So we're like, shit, let's go cross town, buy some good weed, because at that time in 2007, there weren't like many dispensaries and shit like that. You had to make some drives and
Facts.
shit. So like, hey, let's go out for a drive, get some weed. I think we took some mushrooms. I think before we went out there, and we got the weed. Came back to the crib. By then, mushrooms are kicking in, and we got hungry, so we started making some shrimp. Herm was cooking that up, and we were smoking blunts at the same time, and we're just so high. We got these blunts and shrimp, and there's this ashes and tails together and everything. And at one point, I took the shrimp and I lathered it on the blunt, and I was like, man, the shrimp blunt, man. And it was almost like, because you hear about, people dipping their blunt in cognac or putting even syrup, like some lean on the blunt. Yeah. I'm like, this is shrimp blunt, man. So we were smoking the shrimp blunts, just eating shrimp. And then the next morning, I was woken up really early by a phone call from Ryan Thomas, who has the first skate part in the first Shake Junt video. Good homie from Arizona. He knew that we loved UGK and shit, so he called me first thing in the morning to let me know that Pimp C from UGK had passed away that night, the night before, basically, in West Hollywood of all places, because he's from Houston, Texas. And I'm like, what's he doing in West Hollywood? Because that was less than 2 miles from where we were.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, wait a minute, this is crazy. This is why we were smoking shrimp blunts. It makes sense now. Pimp C, he was one of the only rappers that flexed shrimp. He would how he put shrimp on the map. He repped shrimp so hard. He said it in like 3 different verses, 3 different songs. I eat so many shrimp. I got iodine poison.
Yeah.
From the sipping on some scissor from that song. Just an example, but I'm like, what? He passed away less than 2 miles that night. We were smoking shrimp blunts. It was like his spirit said to us, put some shrimp on that blunt. It's the shrimp. And so, wow, ever since then, it was just like so spiritual. It was like, wow, Pimp C. We connected with him on a shrimp level.
Yeah.
As he passed. in West Hollywood. But time went by. That was in '07. Since then, we made a Shake Junt video, Chicken Bone. We made Skate Tank. And as time went by, we're like, we need to make, you know what? Let's make this happen, this shrimp blunt. Like years later, like, let's really do it for Pimp C. We owe him this. Let's just do this. It's perfect. Let's do this.
We were dropping Pimp C in advertisements back in the day, too. Mm-hmm. Like, if you looked hard enough, you would see this, like, ghostly image in the corner of an ad. And you wouldn't see it if you just passed by. But if you really look closely, Pimp C's been in Shake Junt advertisements before. We just put him.
That's lit,
looking
dude.
over.
So you fuck with 3-6 and Memphis style music too?
For sure.
Is that because of Beagle, or you guys just had that together and you're like, damn, we make a fucking good
Probably
duo,
together.
dude.
No, I think we've definitely learned about some music through each other, because we've known each other since really '99. Me and Shane.
Oh my God,
at least
dude.
since back in the Warner days, Huntington. So
because like No Limit was a big thing back then. Master P and No Limit, that was like a huge.
Yeah.
Back when like Warner Ave, Piss Drunks era like was popping. That was like the
No Limit was the shit.
That
Hayes.
that was really holding it down. And then obviously 666.
And then now you got Gangsta Boo.
Yeah,
and
Gangsta,
Shrimp Blunt.
so cool. Yeah, after all these
Kingpin,
years.
Skinny Pimp, Gangsta Boo.
Yeah, repping Shake Junt.
That's crazy, bro. Seems like everything just came together in this video, dude.
Even in the opening dance sequence, Sheo.
Sheopatra Jones.
She from Memphis.
Yeah, she's from Memphis as well.
So I mean, there's ties.
She was getting down, bro.
Pro as fuck.
That was all green screen. I saw you posted. It was all green screen out here at Baker Boys.
Yeah, that's right. That was the first green screen project I ever have done, like myself.
That was a dream come true.
It was a dream. Like, yeah, we got connected with Sheopatra Jones, the dancer. Gangsta Boo actually was. I reached out to her. I'm like, you know any dancers? And she's like, sent me 2 references of girls from Memphis that kill it. And so I'm like, all right, cool. So I messaged her. She got back like after a week or something, super hyped. And she came over here, did the dance at least 4 times. And she insisted too. I sent her the song Shrimp Blunt for the intro. I sent her like to maybe study the dance or do something, choreography. And she's like, no, I'm going to freestyle. It's cool. It's all good. I'm going to freestyle. So we just played the song when she got here, got the green screen already set up. And maybe 4 times we played the song, and she just killed it every time, just did her thing. Super professional, is rad. Yeah, Sheopatra Jones, amazing dancer.
She killed it. So on that scene right there, you have all the graphics coming in. Was that something that you had somebody else do, or did you do that?
Yeah, we had our homie Luis Arnold. He directed also the intro skit, the kitchen shoot, all that. He was directing all that. So he's also an amazing editor. So he made that whole green screen work. The post editing made that shit happen. Magical. It was his. I don't know. He just kind of had that vision, really. Yeah.
Luis with
the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he like put something together. We're like, wow.
That was bonkers, bro.
I mean, to give it to him, like, hey, we want to have like Shake Junt imagery, like logos in the background, the Shrimp Blunt logo that we use for the advertisements and stuff. Like, we want that kind of to be the background thing, and we gave him like a rough idea of what we were looking for. But every time we gave him an idea and he came back to like, hey, what do you think? It's just like, me and Biggs are like, yo, like 100 times better than what we could even think of. And then when we say, just let's take out this and take out that or whatever, he comes back with it, not just like what we told him to do. Luis, bro, you a pro. Like, the dream team was put together on this one, man. Shout out to Reno, Mike Hubert, Hijinx and Net, Luis coming through with the directing and the editing and everything, making like our wildest dreams seriously come true.
Yeah.
Because when we had a meeting to talk about this Shrimp Blunt introduction, all we were loosely basing it off of was the original footage, right, of Herm and Biggs in the Baker apartment hooking up the Shrimp Blunt. Like that's been recorded. So we were like, should we just use that, you know, or how can we refilm this? How can we put this together, you know?
So that was like sort of like a reenactment.
100%. The reenactment
Exactly.
times 10, like times 100, like
yeah. Shane
Bro.
Shane actually had
The
this
micro
idea,
lenses
this
and shit,
spark,
homie?
'cause that's all I knew. That's all I knew
Dog.
about this video. The shrimp blend. That's all I knew was
telling you when me and Beags get together,
yeah. We're
look
like,
out.
Oh my
We
god!
just
dude.
knew like, damn, we have to somehow like reenact this night in '07, shrimps and blunts. But Shane had this idea like, what if you twist it just a little, like, or you know, flip it where the blunt falls in the pan with the shrimp, and you hit it like that. I mean, it's still smoking a shrimp blunt, but in a different cinematic way.
But he
obviously.
going there.
I wanted to
So-
smoke it, dude.
You,
It look-
if you do, you'll
it looks good.
go see what
I'll
he
go
saw.
there.
No, you'll see shrimp blunt.
Yeah, you'll watch this. You'll see the shrimp blunt video before your eyes, man. If you
He
hit the
smokes.
shrimp blunt.
He smokes it. Shrimp blunt happens. The video, and then he comes back to reality. Like, yo, I just fucking.
I love
tweaked
it. I
and
got
saw
the vision, dog. I love it.
Man,
So when you guys, so let's say at like the beginning when you guys decide to cook, how does that work? Does it say like, yo, we're gonna meet here, let's just we gotta get on a certain level, or what is it like?
For the shoot,
That no, just like to come up with the idea. Because for me personally, like I'm a creative person, and working with somebody else, it's kind of difficult sometime. So how do you guys get on like the same level where it's just like I like that idea, but what about this, or what's the setting?
so
like?
if we stem the idea, right? Reno, Hijinx Net,
Okay,
the owner of Hijinx
okay,
Net,
got you.
kicks it with Beags, and goes, say less. I'm gonna take it from here. Like for real. Like let me go get an Airbnb. Let me put you in contact with my boy Luis, who's gonna direct and edit this thing. Let me fly Neen out because he's like the professional chef that rides for Shake Junt. Plus, we're gonna have this barbecue scene, so we need Neen there to cook it all up.
Got you.
So he's like, all right, we're gonna fly Neen in. I got Luis, trust me, this guy's pro as fuck when he comes to doing this shit. So here's the idea. It's all written out of the storyboard of how it needs to be go down, and then it's taken from there, man.
Yeah, man. It straight up, like, yeah. Shout out Reno, man. Thanks again, man, helping
real.
this video happen and everything. Reno's my partner with Hijinx Net. We work on that together. But after we had a little get together out here in LA, here at Baker Boys, talking about the video, Reno came out, and me and Shane Reno kind of sat down like, all right, it's September. Fuck, we haven't even seen timelines yet, you know, where we're at, like, and that's when kind of Shane was like, let's make the skit like this, you know. That's like, you know,
I'm gonna give you a backdrop on Reno. Mike Hubert, his nickname is Reno. Okay, he is from Reno, Nevada.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so OG Shake Jump video in 2005.
yep.
2005. Here I am. I'm making this little video. Video's called Shake Jump. It's not even a company. It's just a video called Shake Jump.
Yeah.
All right, let me get some homies that I know that are kicking it and doing their thing. They're not sponsored right now, but let's just put this thing together. Beagle's filming for Baker. We got all these leftovers. Beagle's already, you know, he a part of Shake Jump. So he's like, I meet Reno through my homie Flip, aka that's his nickname. His real name's John Colbert. He's like, this is my best friend. And I was like, damn, dude, get down. Next thing you know, he's filming a part for the OG Shake Jump video. He's getting to know the crew. He's blending with us now. So he goes all the way back to the original Shake Jump video.
Reno.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward to now. And he's like, he's left the skate game long time ago. He's done his own thing and like just becoming an entrepreneur in the digital world.
Got you.
You know, starting Hijinx and Net a couple years ago with Beagle and Hermdog. And here we are.
Dude, shout out to Hijinx Net, bro. I try to watch every Thursday at 8 p.m., man. Those throwback videos.
Oh.
I love those, dude.
Hey, good looks, man. Yeah,
Of
I had to slow down on the Beagle tapes the last couple months to finish the shrimp blunt video, but they'll be back again maybe in another month or so.
Now, has that original shrimp blunt video, has that made that online yet?
Shrimp blunt
of when that happened back in 2004.
There's a little footage of that, yeah, but it hasn't been on the Beagle tapes yet.
Maybe that'll be the next one coming up, dude.
Oh,
You gotta
yeah.
bless it, bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
speaking of Hijinx Net, dude, that server must have been smoking that night, dude.
That's cool. It did crash, man, for the first time.
It
I
did
saw
have some digital effects.
crashed like 10 times throughout it. Luckily, it came back, but like, wow, in the middle of voice part on the live when they showed the shrimp blunt, it like skipped to a Zion clip, and like, oh shit!
Oh,
no way,
really?
oh, damn. Yeah. But luckily, it maintained. But yeah, that was cool.
So were you guys expecting that kind of traffic once it went live?
Definitely hoping for it because shrimp blunt, it's always been a big project for us. Always been looking forward to this forever. So I was definitely hoping there'd be a lot of people tuning in. So yeah, that was cool to see a good amount. It was about, I think, nearly 1,800 when it started crashing. So that was cool.
God, dude.
Yeah, just watching live on the YouTube, that was cool.
Just love too. I was reading all the comments, bro.
Really?
Just love, dude. You could just feel everybody just having a.
I stayed
bomb-ass
away from it,
time.
man. I really did. I stayed away from
Why
it
is that?
because it's just like when making the video. I think Beagle and myself and the other people that were involved, we wanted to make sure it's like, were we satisfied with it?
Yeah.
Were we okay with it? No matter what the hate may be. Because when you're sitting on that kind of project and you're about to put that out with the skits and the soundtrack, and it could go either way. But I know that on this side, we're keeping the shit sucker free. Like, we definitely, this project was made with the pure intentions of like, we cool with it. Like, we're okay with it.
Yeah.
Whatever comes with that, like, we're ready for it, you know?
Yeah.
So I just, don't say it. But then once I heard the good news, like, hey, it's been received pretty well, it felt good. Like, cool, man. We're glad that like skateboarding got our back on this one, because if you look at it for real, man, it's just homies having fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's got some serious skating in there,
Yeah.
but the overall, from start to finish, we want to let you kick back and just enjoy it. Like, you can close your eyes and listen to the soundtrack. You know what I mean?
That's definitely one thing that I want to get into, man. We'll get into that once we start diving in. But this soundtrack definitely needs to be on every streaming platform.
It's
I'm
coming.
Not even joking.
No, that's
bro.
the whole
Real
part.
shit.
Like, yeah, soundtrack's gonna be on a separate thing. You know, we're just
Apple Music.
right
I'll
now.
pay
Just
that-
watch
I'll
the
pay
video to hear
money
that shit.
for
You know
it,
what I'm
dude.
saying? Like, you
Yeah.
want to bump that soundtrack? Just put the YouTube in your car, man. Listen to it that
Yeah,
way.
just
with
rip
skate
the
bike.
audio. I think it sounds good with the skating in it too.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey, so you said something about the hate, bro, and that's crazy. That's what you guys brought it in with. Was it Mac 10 hating your eyes?
Wow, dude.
Theotis
Come on.
doing his shit,
let's go.
bringing that shit in, dude.
Yeah,
So,
man.
what was the choice between bringing that song in to open up the video, bringing Theotis in, and giving that sort of vibe at the
Because,
beginning?
like I said earlier, Theotis put his soul into this video, and Beagle gonna get last part, so we knew that. Like, okay, there it is, and it's like we gotta open up with something.
Yeah.
Theotis.
Does Theotis get a lot of hate?
Theotis? No,
No.
no.
Gotcha.
But a full length video with that craziness of shit we were trying to pull off, you never know what's gonna come out. You know, like.
Yeah, he was getting it, dude. I love watching him on the on the Beagle tapes, dude. When he was a kid, just shredding, bro.
Yeah,
Just
dog.
killing it.
So natural, man.
Yeah,
Still
and it's-
so talented.
Good to see him opening it up, dude.
Yeah, no relevance with the hate in your eyes title and shit, but being that Mac 10 was from Inglewood,
That's
and
why you
Theo-
got that shit.
Yeah, being that Theotis grew up in Inglewood and Mac 10 from Inglewood, and just I really wanted to come out hard with this West Coast
Oh, we
fucking
had to.
slapper shit.
We had to.
Man, and I know Shane's always loved that song too, so I knew
Man.
there would be no debate that Theo needs to skate to this Mac 10. Man, shit. And
Cause
that's
what
my
was the
favorites, too.
what was the okay? The original opening song was supposed to be who was it from was it Juice?
Oh,
From the
hit a
Chronicles?
motherfucker.
I'll bet you won't hit a
Yeah,
motherfucker. Hit a
old school
motherfucker.
3-6. Old school 3-6. Hit a motherfucker.
So
That
the opening montage, we were gonna go that with. I bet you won't hit a motherfucker.
Yeah, I think it came out perfect, bro. And I bet you anything, you guys are making those numbers jump up on streaming for sure. Because I haven't heard that song in so long, dude. But once that one came on, I was like, yo, this is crack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Classics.
classic, dude.
For real.
So back, we're into the skating now. Was there any sort of idea of who was grouped with who came next, or how did you guys even decide the group of the skaters?
I mean, there's a couple. When it first started, it was like, all right, Deathwish dudes stay Deathwish. Baker stayed back. We got a lot of dudes on Real. Put them in Real. And then we're like, wait, we got a Florida crew. Let's go to Florida. And then over time, it just became a natural vibe. Like, wait, this crew kicks it together. They skate together. They look good together, you know? And Beagle definitely picked, like, you know, the right ones that need to be together. Like, you're going to put Sludacris is like, he got on Shake Junt through Theotis. Like, we met Sludacris through Theotis. Like, everywhere Thea went, Sluda was right there. That was his homie. So over time, it just felt right to put him on the squad. So obviously, we're going to put him in Theotis's part.
Yeah, skating the same spots.
You know?
Skating together. That always helps if they're skating the same spot or something. Like, all right.
But what?
And who's giving daps, like, on, you know, like, all right, who's partying, who's skating together with the after party, the daps. It's like, oh, that dap goes into that person's part. That's usually, that helps a little bit, you know.
Got you.
Because I don't know if you noticed, like, the video gives a vibe of, like, these, like, we really skate together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I want Beagle to explain the smoking section.
Got you. Because that kind of started out, like, pretty heavy on the smoke, right?
But there's a certain section in the video called the smokers section.
Let's get it.
Yeah, so
it goes with what you asked, like who got grouped together.
So that would be the second section, because like the first like section, you know, it starts off Theotis, and then you got some other Baker OGs, Herm Dog, you got Kevin Romar, you got Jacopo, Jake Hayes, then Frankie Heck closes it out. But then it's like, all right, we need this, get straight to this smoking section, because there's a group of the homies that skate, smoke together and everything. But these songs, I'm like, I got to make this mix with like 5 smoke songs and have it just hit heavy, because there's so much particular footage of these skaters passing spliffs, like so much of it. I'm like, oh, let's just make it all into one like heavy smoking section. So that was started off with Tyson Peterson, always smoking, love smoking. To Cater, heavy smoker.
He said an ounce a day.
Yeah.
Cater said an ounce a day.
Cater smoking heavy. So Tyson to Cater. Damn, who was the next? Do you remember saying who in order? I know Davies in there. Davey Sales, he's on Deathwish.
Tanner,
Brzezinski, Sosa,
Nikolai,
Christian
Henry, and then Magarsh, Thomas Drissus. Magarsh.
All killers.
Yeah, but the only smoker that's actually not a smoker in that section was Ish Sapita, but he had to clip a back heel down a 9 stair with these, I don't know, there's some crazy like some like tweakers on the stairs smoking a blunt right then while he's trying it. And so it's like still they were smoking in the section. Yeah, so just
it fit.
Heavy smoking section. It was tight as the second montage. It was fun. Super fun.
Yeah, dude, looked like it. You know what I was thinking, dude? I wonder how it would be. You know, like in the you go to the Mexican markets and it has like the like powder shrimp, dude. Where you pour a little bit of that.
Sprinkle me.
We should try that, dude.
Sprinkle me.
Yeah,
a little bit. I don't know how it would be like. Maybe there's chemical. Maybe it's fake shrimp. I don't know.
Sprinkle me.
Hey, straight up though, on that note, I don't know, man. Smoking blunts or smoking shrimp. We'll see. We'll see how long I live right now. But I definitely smoked a shrimp blunt like a lot. I was smoking it back in 2007, and during the first skit in the kitchen, I was straight up like that blunt did fall in the water, and I forgot that it kind of did, and I did smoke that shit, I fucking smoked shrimp blunts like for real.
Oh,
and
shit.
I don't know, I felt maybe a little weird for fucking maybe like the next couple hours or that whole night. Like I almost like the video, straight up in the video, it shows baby little shrimp penetrating the blunt. That's how
The
I
DNA,
felt.
dude.
I felt the DNA in my lungs right then. I was like, dog,
The DNA was real.
I really was just smoking a shrimp blunt. I didn't even have to really do that. But I just did it, not even really thinking about it. I'm like, damn, I'm fucking smoking shrimp blunts.
Bro, whose idea was the DNA?
Yeah, that would go back to
God.
to me and Reno, man. Like back in September, after we got together here with Shane and Reno about the skits. Not too long after that, I flew up to where Reno was staying in NorCal, Los Altos, and it was specifically, I don't know, to just plan out storyboard, they call it, the intro, like step by step, like write it down and shit. So me and Reno, late night on a weekday, it's like 11 at night, he pours us, I think it was like a Coors Light and a water, and then he breaks open this like scotch that he had, some ancient scotch, super fine, we're like, all right, boom, notepad, me and him, like scene for scene, and he's like, blunt, writing down, penetrates, or shrimp, shrimp DNA penetrates blunt, it was like that. It was really ended up professional the whole way.
Dude, when I saw that, I was like, bro, I strapped in, dog. I'm like, we're on a ride, bro. This is going to be insane.
The homie Luis, bro. Like, the visions that you could come up with and him to take whatever and put it on, man.
I love that, dude.
Special.
So does he offer that as like a service? That's what he does if somebody wanted to reach out to him?
Most likely.
Well, I mean, Shake Jump 100%. Y'all tripping. Hey. Luis, what's up? I know you.
No,
thorough.
He's pro as fuck though. He works for all types of people. Yep. Luis Arnold.
That was awesome, dude. All right, so you got the smoker section though, and after that, what was the next section?
So after the smoking section comes kind of like the more of the homie casual vibe section. People, some homies that aren't sponsored.
Some homies that have been around for a long time. You
OGs,
know,
Mr. New Mexico. Kaylin, we got Kaylin the filmer in there, Death Wish filmer, Shake Jump filmer, but also mixed with some heavy hitters as well. So it's like a laid back vibe. The third section starts off with the 9 Club homies at Venice.
Oh, that's right. Shout out to the 9 Club, man.
Beach vibes.
Yeah, so we had to start off with some beach vibes, some some classic old school. What you gonna do when you get out of jail? I'm gonna have some fun.
Hell yeah, bro. That was a vibe, dude.
Yeah.
That into like, damn, let's put this to Nate Dogg real quick.
That was a vibe, bro.
In the morning. Oh my God, just to the homies like that. It was all love, man.
Because that was like one of the first times like I did a podcast over with the 9 Club.
Yeah.
And I remember we spoke about shrimp blunt, and I was like, Biggs, before I go on this show, I'm gonna talk about the video. I'm gonna let it be known. Like it's time. Let's let the world know.
Got you.
So that was like the first moment it was been like truly aired out. Like, all right, we're doing a video. It's called Shrimp Blunt. You heard it here first. Like, kind of like it's gonna be on Hijinx Net, the whole deal. And them dudes were always skating at those curbs, and we would always go down there and skate the curbs with them. So it was really like they've done so much for us, and we wanted to give back to them. Plus, they they put it down, man.
Yeah,
like Roger Bagley is like truly the go to curbs down there, man. No joke. Chris Roberts, I need you back in the game over there, but he's special with it too.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to the 9 Club, bro. That's a dope podcast.
Yeah, they're good people, man.
Sick, dude.
Yeah. So then after that section, then what we got?
So it kind of starts off kind of the homies, the 9 Club. And then it goes into the more of the international players. Like we got Spencer Hamilton, Wade DeSarmo. They're from Canada. We got Yuri Ficini.
Yuri Ficini.
Yuri Ficini.
One of the newest members on the Junt. Stuck in Brazil. We need him out here.
Oh my God.
God.
Yeah, we got
Killer.
Nate Jackson.
Nate, mate.
Lucian Clark in England.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Lucian been riding for the jump forever.
So sick,
man,
so
that was love that he gave some clips up for it.
So yeah, that it kind of ends on a and then Dilo brings it home. John DiLorenzo.
What the dealio?
John Dilo. Oh my God, man.
So when you guys got all these international dudes, do you basically just hit them up and say, hey, I need some clips? They shoot them to you, and then that's it?
On Instagram sometimes. Because, some we didn't have their phone number. And, just on a DM Instagram.
Gotcha.
Like, hey, dog, we really want to see you on this video. They're like, hell yeah. I'll email you this footage. And, yeah, man, some people really came through, man. It was sick.
Now, when you guys do it like that, compile all different footage from different filmers, is there any sort of issues with, the settings that they use or the cameras that they use or anything?
You're damn right. But the video, the overall video, we knew that because, look, the vision from the jump was supposed to be Kalen Diaz and Beagle filming this whole thing with the help of maybe Felix Soto and a couple others.
And Kalen is the videographer for Death Wish.
Also works for Shake Jump.
Okay.
Yep. And he was hired for this project to help Beagle fulfill like the rest of the guys.
Gotcha.
Because Beagle can't be everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was an amazing fit for Kalen to come on board, and really, he took it home for us. Yeah. Like, he got us so much needed footage from a lot of these guys that we couldn't have made this video as good as it is, I'd say, without the work of Kalen. I just want to give Kalen his props.
Big shout
Great
out.
film.
Yeah, no doubt. Man.
Really good film.
For sure. And now he's part of the team, He's working for Shake Jump. We're going to keep him on the squad.
Yeah.
So that's a good fit. But yeah, back to your question. So many different filmers, right? Okay, fuck it. We're going to have to hit up everybody to get these clips.
Yep.
We don't know what cameras they're using.
Cell phone.
We're not going, hey, can you make sure you have your settings at 60 frames and not 30 and you're using this kind of... No.
Yeah.
It all came through the way it came through. And Beagle had to just slice and dissect and go get frustrated with some shit.
Got you. Do you guys ever feel like that's kind of a bonus for the skateboarding community, is that, they really don't mind much about, the quality of footage?
I think they do, and I think they don't. I think not knowing the knowledge, let's say you don't know the knowledge about video cameras and settings and stuff like that, and you see a project.
Yeah.
Let's say the skating is so damn good, you're just like, I don't care what it looks
Facts.
like. But if, let's say, it's used all in one setting and used only one camera throughout the entire project and edited pro as fuck, you might not know why you like that so much, because it was done the way it was supposed to from the start. It might have given you this overall appearance, and you're sitting back watching it not knowing, why is this so seamless? Why is this so buttery?
Yeah.
Damn, this is a good ass video, you could pick countless videos out right now that have made sure they use certain cameras at certain settings and the whole way through,
Yeah. I definitely liked it. I liked the mix in this video of having to use some random cameras, to tell you the truth. Because I know, some people are like, no, don't do that. Don't mess around. But having those rare random 30 frame per second as opposed to 60 frame, it's just cool. It just switches up a little bit. But that's a good question, though, Frank. The camera settings, I really learned on this video. There's two different types of preferences out there in skate video world, really. And a lot of videos put their shit out 30 frame per second. Usually I see shoe videos do it, I don't know, Nike or something. But the Baker, Baker Tradition, Death Wish, at least Baker Boys, I know we like 60 frames per second. And 60 frames per second is where I feel it just looks completely realistic. There's no frames missing. It's that's how you see it in real life, is 60 frames per second, is my opinion. Yeah. But once you see some footage that's filmed 30 frames per second, it's when you try to slow-mo it, it's doom, 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 the frames.
For sure.
So I don't know. It's just, I learned okay, after editing my first full-length video, Shrimp Blunt, I'm I'm going with the 60 frames. I just wanted slow-mo and stuff. But yeah, we did have some 30 frames per second clips in there. But it's cool. It's a nice little variety.
Yeah.
Look at it that way.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I get what you mean about the 30 frames, because when you slow it down, you kind of see it kick in.
I feel
just a
like
little bit.
skateboarding, I just don't think it's 30 frames per second does the justice.
Yeah.
It's like more of a cinematic, not skating. You want to see like every little bit you can with skating, I feel.
Yeah. Do you ever have any desire to, you know, just like go all out and just get like a red or something and just go wild with it?
Fuck no.
No.
I guess
Not
that's kind of
us.
the question that I was asking, because I do see that kind of style from some skaters.
I got something to say about these cameras, man. So, this big ass windshield fisheye that people be using. To everybody that don't know, what would you say, Beaks? How much weight is that thing?
I feel it has to be more than 5 pounds.
So
Probably-
camera with the lens on, you're filming a line. You'd say you're carrying about what, 15 pounds?
It feels like 15, but it's got to at least be 10. At least 10 pounds.
It feels okay.
Hey, if it feels like 15, it's 15, bro. It don't matter.
Imagine filming some dude for like an hour, lines like back
Yeah.
and forth, like a 3-trick line. Dude, no way. Like, put the lens away. Like, let's not use this camera anymore. Like,
Yeah.
let's just not use this lens anymore. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, no filmer out there needs to have like one big ass Popeye arm and a. It's like, you know, when you skate and you're like, you never learned how to push switch. Like myself, like, nah, I grew up in an era like you just Mongo switch push. You don't,
yeah.
You know, so it's like over time. 25 years later,
Yeah.
my left calf is like twice the size as my right. So you can tell a filmer, like a real filmer,
Yeah.
that forearm going to be like Popeye, and this one's going to be this little skinny noodle because he's been filming like.
It could be for filming or for other reasons.
I just think they need to get rid of that shit, man. Get
Yeah.
rid of that, man.
Your boy-
Get back the light, whatever, man.
Your boy, the Quagmire of filmers,
God.
got me out here like Quagmire.
So now I'm all
But-
conscious of it. I'm like, if I'm in the paint, because man, like I consume time trying to get tricks. I really consume the time because it's hard to get.
Yeah.
But I'm over it now. If I'm like 45 minutes in a line and I see that big ass fisheye, like we're gonna just switch cameras,
Yeah.
or we're never gonna film with that camera anymore.
Nah, Shane, you know we're gonna get that.
No, we're
What's
gonna
up?
use the other camera. What's the other camera with the smaller fisheye?
GH4.
Boom.
That little one. like
I
that.
know that I can go hours with that thing because
It's
I
a
know
handy
it's
cam, bro.
light.
Yeah,
Toss a
true.
handy
It's
cam
light,
where you
and he
could.
can get up in the club with that shit.
Right.
That
I love
yeah.
Love that camera.
You ever jump on the camera and film? Shane?
Back in the day when the original Shake Jump video was, that's how it was made. Like, not because I filmed the whole thing, but it was like, oh, I'm gonna start filming, and I bought this little Super High 8 like digital 8 camera, with a little fisheye on it, getting out there doing my little part,
Yeah.
filming lines, singles, whatever. Like,
But you used to be on the cell phone every once in a while getting the homies, huh?
oh, that's come on,
Shane's got the vision.
Yeah.
He's definitely got it. He's
we
a
with
great
that.
filmer.
Yeah, we with that
For sure.
But the amount of time and energy like it takes to stay with that skater to like fully be with them.
Yeah.
Imagine you 2 hours in the paint and your filmer just kind of fucked up on the one you made.
Yeah.
How you gonna be mad at dude?
Yeah.
How? Like, come on, man.
Nah, I feel you, dude. But that brings me to my next question, Beagle. Do you ever just like, because you always keep it mad positive, dude, inside, or you just like, yo, bro, come on, just fucking land it, dude?
Hell no, you'll get fired real quick. No one wants to film with anyone that's negative.
You just
No
gotta
way.
you're just so professional about it, bro.
If you ain't feeling the vibe though, like if
Yeah.
you're not feeling this connection, the filmer and the skater filmer, it's never gonna work.
Yeah.
You're never gonna have an enjoyment of even how hard the trick is, and you're losing it, you're blowing your board up to pieces and shit. You gotta have that connection.
Yeah.
Like I know I've had that connection with Beagle forever. You know, like I know that I can go in the paint. He understands the process. Why? Because he goes in the paint and he knows what the process is. Because there's filmers out there that don't go in the paint, that don't know what this process is to get that trick, and they might be the first person to be like on their cell phone oh shit, you coming? Okay, hold on. Because they, you know, who knows? You know.
Oh, got you.
They,
Okay.
they don't. Yeah, they forget their priorities. Like, you can't look like you're not 100% focused on what the skater's doing.
Yeah.
If you're having a conversation with anybody next to you, hey, how was your night? Sometimes me and Atiba, because he's the photographer,
Yeah.
we'll be at the stairs waiting for the skater, and we'll be having a conversation and catching up like in between tries. And sometimes he'll start talking as the skater's like just missed this trick and he's right next to us. I don't even reply till the skater walks away, and I'm like, oh yeah, so Atiba. So we went to this Mexican restaurant.
Gotcha.
It was great, margaritas.
Cool.
Like you don't want the skater to think like this is some fucking anything less than so important, because he's risking. They could get injured and shit.
Yeah.
So if they lose focus, they could could get fucked up and shit. And so you want to stay in tune and let them know you're about it. You guys are there for a reason, and that's to handle business and land that shit. Not bail out, not fuck around, just stomp the yard. Yeah, that's what filmers. They gotta have that mentality.
Yeah, dude, it makes a lot of sense to have a filmer that's a skater as well, because like the pressure behind it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And especially, what happens if you miss the clip? Have you had that happen?
Yeah. There's been a couple times where there's something magically, for whatever reason. It's rare to do that reverse filming. I don't know if I really missed the clip where you record and it's not recording, and you hit record again and you think it's recording, but it's not. Well, I haven't really had that happen, but more like just random shit, like just it maybe getting recorded over or corrupted file or something. But luckily that happens to people that are really good and could go back and do the trick again.
We've lost, me and him, we've encountered this, right? Like I've done a trick, it got erased, lost something, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, man. Hey, so you got to go back.
Has that happened between us though?
Yeah.
Which trick?
I believe the half cab crook 270 on the loading lock angle iron ledge for what was that for? Bake and destroy.
Half cab crook
270.
270 over the top
with the drop.
Did that one get something happen in that one?
Yeah, that was
really
it was gone, and
or
I remember
glitched or something.
And I had to go back there and do it again, and it was giving me kind of problems. And you can tell on, because that hurts. Like Beagle doesn't want to lose the clip, he doesn't want to refilm the clip, and it's like you want the clip, so you're gonna give it everything you got, and it's being tough, and it's hard to get it again. And it's like shit, and then once it happens again, it's like you can tell like Beagle gonna feel like, thank God it's over, and it happened with Kaylin and me. And these are tricks that are like they're not that hard for me, but they are, it's not like you're losing Jamie Foy's kicky front crook down a 14, but still these are what I'm up against, right?
Yeah.
And to go back, it's kind of like more of like even when we went back to get the switch heel with Kaylin, it was just like Kaylin's like, yes, we got it, like we good, secure, send a Beagle, like we got it locked in the don't lose it.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on who you're working with, because it could be an annoyance, or it could be just like, all right, teamwork, like let's get together, let's go do it,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I mean, the amount of tricks that are being filmed every single day for especially these video shit happens.
Yeah, for sure.
You just hope it's not in that one trick when you were in Barcelona, you got this heater, like you ain't going
the
back
900 there. Dude.
Heaven forbid. That does happen though.
Yeah, so that brings me to my next question. Who's the most consistent that was on the video?
You already know. You already know.
Foy.
Yeah. Come on, man. We don't even need to.
Yeah, Jamie
Foy.
Jamie Foy, man.
Best skateboarder in the world.
Hell yeah. You said that last time.
I'll continue saying that. I got Beagle with me now. He'll co-sign that.
Right.
That's
right,
it?
man.
Stamps on it?
Oh, I mean, he just...
Nobody better.
Hell
stacks
yeah, bro.
footage. Like, yeah, he gets clips every time he tries,
like
basically.
Nothing, bro.
And if he doesn't, he'll go back at it that next time, or it's going down.
I was with him just the other weekend, and what I saw was just... Every time you go, you watching greatness.
Yeah.
For years and years and years. It never slows down. His attitude doesn't go focusing boards and throwing it all over the place. It's just cool, man. Like,
that's what's up, dude.
Yeah.
Jamie, we need you on the pod, bro.
Yeah.
He'll do it.
Sick to get him on here, man.
Sick.
So let's move on to the next section. We go from international, moves over to what?
Oh, yep. So that would bring us to like the fourth section, which is like a
like,
particularly extra heavy mix on the DJ set. That's where we go from Project Pat Flexington to this shake junt over this jaw beat.
That's what
into the model Kraftwerk Koopsta
okay.
ho, and so
Drop it and Gage into the
But not only that, the fourth section is the most amount of skaters. Like you got the NorCal OGs, you got Joff and Garfy, you got Gage Boyle from Simi Valley, you got Marcos Montoya.
Ooh wee.
Yeah, you've got
Tafari,
yeah, from up there, NorCal, and then it goes into Dustin in Paris, and then to Julian Davidson, and then man, all types of the homies. You got T-Funk, you got Riley Hawk. Let's see, Zach Allen,
my man John Dixon with the buttery switch flip crooks.
Figgy, Kirby, man.
Big Fig.
Yeah, that's a heavy section, number 4. And that's the section where most people, they really want that soundtrack. They want that model Koopsta mashup, man. But
shout out to Zach for recently going pro, too.
Yeah, dog. Zach Allen, man.
That's legit. Dude, for sure, guys, if you're listening, if you've seen that part when Dustin comes on, that song, straight up Baker style, and then when it switched over, dude, you threw me for a loop on that one. We got to hear that on the mix for sure.
Hey, straight up for Dustin, he's a big part of Shake Junt. We did not want to put this video out without Dustin,
no doubt.
And it just so happened that I only had one clip of Dustin at the time, and it was when I visited him a couple years ago in Paris. We're eating at a restaurant, and there was like this glass little barrier behind us, where on the other side of it, this girl was with her face turned talking to somebody else. And there was this illusion trick where Dustin was like fucking like licking the girl's face, because she just looked so like oblivious, and like she couldn't like see Dustin, so he's just like making this funny illusion. And I'm like, this is all I have of Dustin, is this fake like tonguing of this like creepy shit. But anyway, I'm like, finally the last minute though, he came through. He's like, hey, there's this homie Max Pack. He's got some footage that he was going to use, but he's not going to use anymore. Go ahead, have some. Like, thank God, Dustin, we got you skating in this video, man. Thank goodness, because I just had that creepy clip, man.
That was a good transition on that one right there. One thing I wanted to ask you about is the Mortal Kombat style pop up, dude. Where you got the logo, logo popping up, dude.
Thanks.
Was there any significance behind that?
I mean, we just wanted as much shrimp blunt vibes as we could get in this video, sprinkled throughout it. I mean, we just needed some kind of shrimp riding a blunt, saying like, "Love it, man."
Yeah.
Just some kind of engagement with this. Just to remind you, this is still all a shrimp blunt like dream. This whole video, it's still. We're still, just dreaming all this shit. So little reminders of, sprinkle me a little. But the shout out to the homie Zach. Zach, he works for Hijinx Net. He does the animation and everything. But yeah, he sent me a couple files, and I was like, oh shit, this could come up basically on the tricks that were done, either bolts super clean, or just extra steezy clips or something. It's like, this deserves, some shrimp blunt love, like some sprinkle me. Like, oh man, the Joffin Garfy backside heel flip over this stoop in Oakland. It's like this concrete bump by a stump of a tree. He does this backside heel flip that over rotates, and he rides away so clean, and that gets a little, sprinkle me. The fucking the shrimp, the cartoon of some shrimps being dropped into the blunt. It's like, ooh, throw that in there and shit. But that was fun to do. Also, that kind of goes back to some old inspiration from a old chocolate video. Old chocolate video. I was some kind of little commercial or promo, but Keenan Milton, he does this line with this switch heel flip over this bench, and this little puppet walks up and goes like, "Damn!" And then he walks off. It's like, all right, that's tight, man. Little props from characters that just pop in like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then we also wanted to have like, originally we were like, okay, we want to have names. Every single person's name was going to pop up. And so that was kind of how they were going to pop in. They were going to be like, all right, Tafari Witter, Joff Garvey, like they're going to come in.
With like the shrimp blunt picture.
Somehow we're going to try to, we're going to try to figure it out. Maybe on top of doing also the Sprinkle Mains and Love It Mains, but it just was too hectic. It was like, there was no way that it would take away from the tricks.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
And I think the ones that Beagle chose to give the Sprinkle Mains and the Love It Mains were spot on, and just enough too. It was like, because it's hard not to like overdo that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Jesus. Like, go look through that video again. You're probably like, because my wife watched it with me, and she was on point. Like, why didn't he get one?
Oh, shit.
Why didn't he get one? And then she's like, why didn't you get one? Yeah. And I was like, if you heard my song, and you got it, just wasn't. It didn't have the right.
Yeah.
There was nothing right for the Sprinkle Me on Love It Mains, you know, but. There's too many that probably could have got noticed, but I think the ones that did get noticed were the right ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, if you out there listening to this, man, and you're like, why didn't I get one? We love every single one of you, man.
Hell yeah.
You know, like,
you're right. You
come
should have
on.
had one, man. Damn,
Nah.
Fuck. Fucked up.
I mean,
Nah.
but I'm sure that they know people that got them. They were getting down.
No, it was perfect. Like every section almost had like one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's about 7 sections, I think, in this video, or 8. And I think every section, had at least 1, if not 2. So perfectly spread out throughout the whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
I think it did good. And that will lead us into how the credits came about because of this, what we're talking about.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll get to that for sure. So was the next section the OG section?
They're all OGs.
Damn. Wait, no, you're right. So here it is.
No, there's a slam section.
After the 4th section, where Figgy closes it out.
Ooh.
Some gnarly rail hammers.
My man Figgy, Killer Pizza, Triple King.
We go to which is my personal favorite section. We jump to the slam section, which is not only slams, but just chaos. Yeah. Kind of random chaos. Hijinx. And this song, Shane brought to my attention. I never heard of Cyborg. What is it?
Yeah, it's something that you're not ready for.
Cybreed.
Right?
Dude.
Just some metal, tech metal.
4chan shit, dude.
Yeah. So Shane originally had this vision for the slam section to this song, and I loved it so much because the balance. It's like the video soundtrack, Shrimp Blunt, is nearly all entirely Southern rap based. You know, that's the culture. That's the vibe.
Mac 10.
So, and then a little West Coast, but man, we needed that balance of some hard hitting fucking death metal, and while putting that edit together of the slams and seeing it to that music, it also occurred to me like, damn, this is one of the golden opportunities to include as much gnarly hijinks as possible. Yeah. You know, because this video is smooth. It's flowing smoothly. It's like a good balance, good skating, good. There's definitely some hijinks sprinkled all throughout it, but this is a good moment to just show some random shit. So, man, we chop that up. All types of gnarly slams, board throws, people getting jumped, people getting kicked. Some baby, her mom was carrying this baby just kicking in the air.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, just randomly the Kaylin filmed that in Florida. Just some mom carrying a toddler that's just kicking the air so mad it was having a fit. It was crying, screaming, and that's followed by like some other kicks. This guy like kicking his bike, or the security guard kicking Zach while he's trying to trick. It was like sections of kicking section, bush falling section, camera hitting. But to the gnarliest music, man, it's great.
And what was that? Somebody getting, was it Nikolai getting arrested?
It looked like it, but we're just driving through Texas. Yeah, we're driving through Texas just in the Reese filmed that on his phone of Nikolai, just some siren reflection on his face.
Clip worked for
It's
sure.
perfect. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
looks
so
hectic.
good.
Hectic.
I mean, that's kind of what you would put for the opening of a video.
Yeah.
Right. And so we definitely didn't want, and that's what Hit a Motherfucker was going to kind of have that vibe too. You know. And so since we couldn't really find that home for that song, or kind of figure out like, oh my God, we have this other song. Biggs has got all this great hijinks. And if you're a fan of slam sections from back in the day, the greatest one of all time is Toy Machine Welcome to Hell. And so we wanted to do our version of that.
Got you.
Where it was good slams, but it wasn't the ones that are going to like, I can't watch that. And you got homies performing surgery on someone's leg, taking out a BB.
Yeah, what was that?
Right? It was a BB.
Yeah,
something.
That's a
Oh,
quick
BB.
ass
my
second
God.
of a clip, and it's so gnarly, the story behind it. You wouldn't even know it's just a second in the video, but that in the slam section is a BB being sliced and surgically removed out of Herm's ass by Reynolds and Nuge in a hotel in San Francisco. We were just on some Scion Baker collab trip really quick. Went out there and Herm was talking in the car. He was just like, yeah, I got this fucking BB. I've had it forever, since the last like 8 years or however long.
God, dude.
And for some reason, Andrew was so just like, you know what? We're going to get that out. We're going to get that out tonight. And then, of course, Nuge is, he was born for these situations, these survival situations.
For sure.
So you got the perfect crew. You got Andrew, super concerned, wants to get that BB out of Herm's fucking ass.
Yes.
And then you got Nuge like, bout it. Just, what do we need? Do we need surgical gloves? Do we need a scalpel? But yeah, we're just, Herm, I think maybe had a beer and no anesthesia. And ironically, it was. I go to knock on the door, and it's room 333 at the hotel, which
Get
is
the
like
fuck outta here.
Andrew's lucky number, 333. So I'm like, this is so amazing. And then half hour to an hour later, Andrew's like, I'm gonna cut you. Are you ready? You know, I'm gonna cut you. And Herm's like, yeah, do it. And like, I just sliced him deeper and deeper, no anesthesia, and just took the BB out. But it's a perfect second to throw in the fucking the slam.
Yeah.
You know,
Did they
it's just-
put a hand sanitizer on it?
I'm sure. I mean, yeah, they have gloves.
I saw
and everything.
someone put hand sanitizer on some cut.
So that sanitizer was another clip right after it of another gouge in a shin.
Yeah.
That was on Sosa's shin. And yeah, they were sanitizing it somehow. Yeah, dude. So those are the two surgical clips
Oh man.
in the slam section.
Yeah. So good.
Let's go back to Theotis, man. He had a lot of slams
You see that work?
in that one. Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Straight up, I almost felt like calling. I think I did. I called Theo while I was editing. I was so excited. I couldn't wait to share with him. You have the bucket slams of anybody. You know, he's like, damn, yeah, I remember some slams. But like, he really, man, puts in work, man. But to see all of his slams, like the splits and the running down the banks and everything, man, is shit. I was so proud of him. Like, dude, you put in so much work, Theo. Like, you slammed the buckets.
That's what's up.
Good
Oh, yeah.
job, dude.
Shout out to Theotis.
For sure.
Theotis Beasley, man.
Yes,
Put
sir.
it down.
All right, so then next one, Shane. What's the next section after that?
That comes into the vintage section.
Got you. Vintage. I like that, dude.
Our homie Aquaman.
Oh, that's right. He opens it up, right? How did that come along?
Well, me and Beagle were like, how are we gonna figure out this clip, right? He's paying homage to
Red on red.
right, Red on Red Gutta, which is
Yeah.
from an old Baker Has a Death Wish video, and has continued to be kind of throughout videos. You know, part 1, part 2, part 3. Here we are, part 4.
Part 4.
Yeah, and the slam section into Jason Momoa was perfect. It was like, here's this hecticness, and Jason Momoa's looking at his friend's viewfinder, and he's like, "Spanky, you got to see this shit."
So it's like he was just watching that.
That was our
Love it, bro.
Yeah. And
I don't know if anybody caught that, but that was kind of what we were like. Oh, we got the perfect spot for him, you know?
Oh, it's perfect. And that whole clip came about with Aquaman, Jason Momoa. It was about maybe a year and a half ago. Somehow I went out to Orange County to film Ellington. Eric Ellington, he was going to try a gnarly trick. and he's warming up in this parking lot and in and out, and they're just skating. I pull up. There's like maybe 8 friends skating there, and it's just Jason Momoa. He's filming Eric. He's like, "Yeah, Beagle, yeah, what's up?" And I'm just like, I thought, like, is this a homie that I knew from out here, like from Volcom or something? Or like, I didn't recognize him at first, and I was like, then I'm like, it occurred to me, like, damn, what the hell is Jason Momoa? That's random. So it was awesome. He somehow, Ellington and Jason Momoa got connected. They're good homies. And he just was on the skate sesh that day. And then maybe that week he was just in town, just cruising along on the missions with Ellington. And we were just filming in Eagle Rock. And he's got his friend filming with the red cam. And he was just sitting there on the curb just like, oh, Spanky, you got to check this. Because they just filmed Spanky right then. And you could see that Jason Momoa, he was raised on Baker, Death Wish. It's so sick. He's got so much love and respect for the culture. This shit was not scripted. He just straight up, like, he just quoted Shane from a 07 Baker has a Death Wish. Red on red gutter. Look at that. He's a real skateboarder, Jason.
Yeah, he
Momoa.
come from it.
Yeah, he really skates and shit. So that was not like scripted or rehearsed or anything. He just gave a shout out to Shane, and we just had been sitting on that for like over a year. And we're like, damn, this is perfect. We got more Red on Red Gutter Part 4. We just filmed the Van Nuys. Like, this would go perfect with the Jason Momoa back to back.
Yeah, Eric just bring his homie on a session. That's all that was, I mean, for real. Like, there wasn't like, we're going to go, like, skit this out or nothing. That was just authentic as it gets. Shout out Jason Momoa for just being a real one, you know, like, got his back.
For sure. I mean, you guys have to get that a lot, though, because we potted with both of you guys before, and I told you guys, dude, I've been fucking with Baker since I was in junior high, early 2000s, dude.
Much love.
And it's dope just to see, like, because everybody will still have that, even though he's an actor now and he's doing his thing. Like, no, that shit still lives with them.
You could see it in the video. It's just he's just having so much fun and like being like he's just one of us, just kicking it, As soon as the camera hit him, he was just like, oh, what? Red on red good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's filming Eric like he's having fun. Like, it's not like, this shit ain't contrived, man.
So the next section is the vintage. You open that up, right, Shane?
Yeah.
Open up the vintage section, and that's with The Last Dinosaur, Sugar Free.
Well, hey, first, Goody... Is it Goody Mob?
Yeah, it's good.
It's a Goody Mob, yes.
So first, that section had the mix of Goody Mob into Ghostface the Prayer, which was Shane skates to that one.
I want to talk
solo.
about that.
Yeah, but into Goody Mob to Ghostface. No. Goody Mob to the Last of the Dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Sugar
and
Free.
then after that
to Ghostface. Yeah, exactly.
Because the Hammer section is that's Beagle Oneism. That's DJ Beagle One. You know what I mean? So it's like you got this Goody Mob song goes into a DJ Beagle One song, right? That mashup, that good shit, that Hammer section that the OGs put down. Yeah.
Was there a significance from that Sugar Free song?
Dude, that's sick, man. The original
Pomona, homie.
So, the original song that starts in that, the Goody Mob, it was a song that Shane had liked and had a vision to, and it was kind of about some OGs, getting together and shit. And then they had that to work with, but we're like, damn, we need something to seal the deal. We need some kind of mix, and we threw that Sugar Free Last of the Dinosaur. That not only is just the hardest like bass line, man, when you hear that shit, Last of the Dinosaur, boom, 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 that shit, it's so hard as fuck. So
sprinkle me.
So luckily, that song went with the Goody Mob song at the end, and not only it's just also called Last of the Dinosaur, which happens to be the vibe of the section.
Yeah,
it's the OGs, all the OGs: Shane Heyl, Andrew Reynolds, Eric Ellington. You got Pete Eldridge in there.
Got J-Bone.
You got J-Bone. You got Alyssa Steamer.
Yep.
You got B. John, who also works for Shake Junt, and you got
Spank Dog, but he's still young, bro.
Spanky, yep, he's still young, but he was OG as fuck though. So,
but you got 40 plus in there. You feel me?
a bunch of Last
sure.
of the Dinosaurs. Man, oh my God, the homie said you did not know it was possible to be skating at the age till you see, some inspiration by these guys.
Yeah, no facts, dude. And then when it went into the Ghostface prayer song, that hit so perfect, man. What I gathered from it is that song was like telling about your story, about things that you've been through in your life that you've had to overcome, your past life to where you're at now. Do you feel that song was kind of like, yo, this is like who I am now?
No doubt. I mean, yeah, thank you. Yeah, that definitely, what that message was being said in that part was just like pretty much my own personal look back at my life kind of deal, Like, I knew I was rolling the dice. Yeah. I was like kind of shook if I should use that song or not, Like, I was hitting up Beags like, man, I don't know, like this hasn't been done really. I mean, Lenny Kirk ran with it one time, but like to really skate to something like this, it doesn't really have, you're listening to a prayer.
Yeah.
And not knowing how it would be received was a little bit challenging, but at the end of the day, I was just like, nah, this one means the most to me. It's the tricks that I've done my entire life that I'm like happy the way I did them, so I'm like, if I'm going to leave it, I'm going to leave it with this, and this is like, I don't know if I'll be able to pull off another like section like that if we have another shake jump video full length, let's say 5 years from now. I'll be 50 years old at that time, and I'll be damned if I can hug the block and throw a biggie out at age 50. Well, shit, there you go. But I don't know, like, hey, am I gonna get the this many warrants? And it wasn't like, oh, you didn't have like crazy hard tricks or whatever, but I just wanted to do the ones that I liked the best I could. And that was it. Just keep it simple.
For sure, I would definitely remind people to check out the podcast that we did last. We dived into your whole past, and you talked about when you first picked up the camera and you started that first shake jump video, your life was in such a different place.
Oh, for sure.
Than it is now. And on the fourth video later, it's just kind of like, yo, this is who I am. This is what we built. This is the team. Feels like for both of you, man, that this is your guys' stamp. Like, oh, this is what we do. We're here, and we're just doing us and, living life.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely. I mean, to see everybody have their lanes in this project and like really come together on this, from like Beagle doing what he's doing, I did what I did, Mike Hubert did what he did, like, and all the rest that came in on top. Like, it was the one that we've been waiting for. It had the feeling and the nostalgia of the original shake jump video. Yeah. I love Skate Tank. I love Chicken Bone Now It's On. But the first and this one have that feeling. You know what it is,
Yeah. Beautiful choice. You guys killed it with that one.
Yeah, it felt good,
And I think it was that song, when I was watching it was that song that clicked in my head that like, yo, these songs are chosen for a certain reason. And even the one I was on Shazam, dude, and I'm recording the song and I look up, even that Quicks or the Sugar Free song, I look at them, I'm like, okay, so this is why they use this.
Hey, thank you, man. Yeah. Honestly, all I wanted to for that, I was so happy about that, being not only that we love Sugar Free and rarely get a chance to really use them in skate videos, but that song, I wanted somebody to catch that, like being the track that Last of the Dinosaur, like just the beat from that. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that was like OG shit.
Yeah, and I get it too as a creative, bro. When you guys are cooking, putting stuff together, you guys are coming up with ideas that people aren't gonna recognize. The normal consumer is not gonna see it. They're not gonna recognize it. They're not gonna catch it. But then when somebody does catch it, it's like, good, man. Somebody gets my vision. You know?
Thanks, Frank.
For sure.
Of course, man. And
I think the more you watch this video, the more you're going to start to, there's a lot of little like things that if you pay attention to, you're gonna start putting it together. Like you talking about the last of the dinosaurs right now. Like there's more of that in there.
Just go into it with a different perspective. You know, look at it and try to find some gems.
Yeah, if you really, I mean, you listen to that prayer that I skate to. Listen to what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like that one hits.
Hell yeah, Shane. Well done on that, man.
Yeah,
good call, man. I like that. It's different. It's different. It hits you hard too. It hits you in the heart.
Yeah,
that section.
Hey, as it should, bro. You know, it's all fun and games until life becomes really real. You know, and a lot of people that were in your position in the past maybe didn't make it out. Maybe they're still in it right now. Maybe they don't think there's any hope.
They are good homies that I know that are still in that shit, man.
Yeah, but everybody needs
dead or fucking still trying to figure it out.
Everyone needs an example, you know. And if people knew you from back in the day to see where they're at, and they're like, damn, Shane really turned into an inspiration for me. He's out here.
Look at this. Look at the squad though. Look at Shake Junt. I mean, that's a lot of people. Like, oh, how you got so many? You know, it's like, but look at us together, and look at that video as a unit. You know.
Yeah.
And not just like, oh, here's that guy's part. Here's that guy's part. They're all montages that bring some kind of happiness to you. Whether you like the smoker section, whether you like the Theotis section, you like the vintage section, or man, fuck it, just watch Beagle section. You know what I mean? Because that's the sew it up. You know, we got to sew it up somehow. How do we do that? Well, that's my man's right there.
So is that the next section?
So there's one more section right after the vintage section. There's a section with maybe 6 riders, and it's all heaters though. It's all heaters, man. It starts off with Sammy Baca, into Neen Williams, into Reese Salkin, into Kyle Walker, into Jamie Foy, Zion Wright with a sprinkle of Corey Juno. Yeah. So, man, it's funny because Sammy Baca, he's one of the only homies actually that had a song suggestion for me. I couldn't believe it, but which I was surprised how many people didn't have suggestions. You know, they just really just trusted my judgment, what they should skate to, and just stayed out of it, which was great. That was much love to all the homies having faith in me for the everything. But Baca had one request. He was like, "Hey, I want to skate to this." Higher the socks, the down in the food, like
Fool's Gone Wild, right. Mr. Little E.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
And I knew the song too, and I'm like, okay, but I kind of already had another song in mind from that I knew he liked, which was the Drew Down. Can You Feel Me? Drew Down. I was already excited because Sammy wanted to skate to this Drew Down song 2 years ago in Baker Ford, and Andrew had another vision, which was beautiful. It was like a lowrider, old school song, Angel Baby or something, which was perfect. So we were still sitting on this song. I just like I wanted to surprise Dustin with one of his songs. I wanted to surprise Sammy with the song I knew that he liked. You know, that like when he sees it, he's like, "Oh shit, tight," you know. So he hit me up like, "I want to skate to this." And I heard the song, the Food's Gone, the Higher the Socks song, and there, you know, I like the hook. The rest of the verses, I don't know. It didn't fit the vibe of the video, although it's cool. But just blended that shit together. Drew Down with the Higher the Socks. Just use the hook of the Higher the Socks, and then the Can You Feel Me right after, and that went to this old school, beautiful song I learned from DJ Screw from one of his old school mixes, but is Riding High by Phase O. One of like this old school soul that we knew Neen, of all people. We can't just have Neen skating this. I mean, he could skate to some southern rap or whatever he wants, but to really capture the essence of Neen, how smooth this legend is, he needed that. Ooh. So we went from Sammy Baca to Neen with this slow down soul pimp ass song. He skated super sick too, Riding High, to fucking, it's a roller coaster of song choices, down, back, up, all the way to 100 with this old school Juicy J. Fuck that shit, and straight up into Reese, because Reese we always knew Reese had to skate to some gutter like Memphis Southern rap. He's from Virginia, but he's got a lot of love for Southern rap at 3-6. He's also a musician, Reese. He's known as Wolf Trap Road. He does great music, solo artist, amazing. But anyway, so he's got a lot of love for music, and I knew something. We all knew he had to skate to some gutter, and I'm looking at the track mix, what could go well with the beats per minute and shit, and boom, this fuck that shit, fuck that shit. Like, damn, this is sick. Okay, this is gonna go good in this shit. I actually had to call Reese and ask him. I wish I would have fucking filmed the phone conversation, but it was hilarious, man. But I'm like, hey Reese, I just gotta run by you. You don't mind if you skate to a song that says "fuck that shit" over 100 times, right? Straight up, over 100 times. He said, "Dude, no, that sounds actually perfect." I'm like, "Yes, dog. I knew you'd be down, Reese. I just had to ask, man." So yeah, so he skates the "fuck that shit." And then we go back down on the roller coaster to the smooth, old school Houston for Kyle Walker, because Kyle, he grew up in Oklahoma, so he deserves some kind of smooth Southern vibe. So we go with this old school Wasp Nest. This group is called Rolling Chrome. It's called Rolling Chrome. So yeah, we go from Reese to Kyle, skating to "I'll Keep Rolling Chrome," which is a remake of an old Simply Red. "I'll keep holding on."
Gotcha.
It's an old, but Wasp Nest remixed it with the Slab remix, Rolling Chrome. So that was clean and smooth for Kyle. So we got Kyle to the Rolling Chrome, and then we're able to take a little break. That's when. Oh no! Wait, did it keep going? Yeah. I think that's when I hit the end of the record button on that mix. But then it goes from Kyle Walker to Jamie Foy, and Jamie Foy, man, he's always got the heat, you know. So we had him skate to this OG 8-Ball MJG song, slapping. It's really sick. But we knew that Jamie had to be next to the good homie Zion Wright, which they're both from Florida, you know, and they're both just amazing skaters. And so we're like, man, Shane recommended. He's like, dude, what's some good Trick Daddy, like some good, because we've edited with a lot of Trick Daddy before. We've used Trick Daddy songs. Yeah, straight up. So the one song that we haven't edited with, "Take It to the House." Oh my God, this Trick Daddy. Shane played that shit right then and there. We're out skating, just played on the phone. Like, dude, this is the vibe. Boom. We'll put the "Take It to the House" after some MJG. And then, so it's got this Florida vibe. All of a sudden, you're on the "Take It to the House." You got Jamie Foy crushing it into Zion Wright just coming up on some, like a wakeboard and shit. You're like, holy shit. That's right as the Trick Daddy Florida vibes kick in. So you're in Florida now, like really hard in Florida. And Zion, man, he got some bangers, all filmed within 1 week. Kaylin went out to Florida in December, and just for like a week, and Zion just got, like, I don't know, 8 gnarly ass clips. It was so sick. So, and then we sprinkle some Corey Juno, which is another great skater, rides for Flip, that knows Zion well. So we got him in there, and then it goes back to Zion and Jamie for their enders. And the vibe for this section is Florida. You want this Trick Daddy, "Take It to the House." So I sprinkled this Koopsta nigga. He had this song off his Inevitable album. It was called "Relax," but it's got a sample from Scarface. This sick Scarface, when they go to Sosa's Island in the movie, they have this like kind of like a cocaine kind of flute song vibe. It's like they're in the cocaine island. It's just got this, you could hear the cocaine island. So straight up, Koopsta had sampled that. Boom, I threw that Scarface vibe over the "Take It to the House" outro, and you got Zion Wright awing over the largest fucking flat gaps in Miami to a Scarface soundtrack, which is filmed in Miami. So it's just got the sprinkle of the Florida essence to take it to the house, which also means wrap up the damn video.
Yeah.
Take it to the house, man. Straight up, which I love that call saying. And then that brings it to my part, which we had to fucking follow up, take it to the house. But it all just made sense to have the ending because the intro was hitting the blunt. I had to come back, snap out of it somewhere. So it just made sense in the storyboard to have the last part. It wasn't about being the best part or standing out, like, you know, going the hardest. But I mean, I went my hardest.
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody else goes as hard, if not harder.
But the video wasn't formatted into like, you know, like Theotis did have a part.
Yeah.
You know, and there is like little parts throughout the thing. But Beagle really had a part. Yeah. There was nobody else in his section. Like, it was just like, I mean, my man went so hard for his part, like, and we knew the squad wasn't gonna say shit. Like, yeah, they're all gonna back that
for sure.
You know what I mean?
For
like,
sure, yeah.
And that's
love.
That's why Shake Jen, I think it is what it is. You know, it's like, well, damn, I didn't know. You're not gonna have that over here. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And that section that came before Beegs, that he just broke down. Neen went so hard for this video. Baca. Then you got Jamie Sprankles. Zion Sprankles, and they're hammers, and it's like this, and then Reese in with these legends that were like, we want to help Reese like take it to the next level in his game. So we're like, we got you, Reese. Like, we're gonna put you in this crazy section. You're gonna be next to Neen, Sammy, Zion, and fucking Jamie. Bring it, homie.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that man went to war for this shit.
Reese.
But that section right there, you would feel the video's over with. And
Yeah,
that's what's so dope, right? Because it ain't over.
It ain't over, so it's over,
Nah.
bro. And that's, you know, that's a traditional video, dude. And everything that you guys did, it didn't seem like you did it to be different. It just seemed like, oh well, I think it works better in this way.
Yeah, we weren't trying
know?
to be like, how can we make this video different than everybody else's? It just was like, what feels right.
For sure. But when you think different than everybody else, when you look at it different than anybody else, it's gonna come off different, you know. And then as far as you guys having your parts in it, and you know, just getting down, like, everybody knows what you guys brought to the table, and I feel that you guys just don't ever get highlighted as much as the platform that you provide for people. You know, Beagle, you're behind the camera for 20 plus years, highlighting all these people getting bucked, dude, and just all these perfect moments for them. And
exactly,
it's dope for you because you did that, but like, you're dope too, bro. Thanks, you're cooking too, you know. And
sick,
and
dude.
Shane, dude,
you see that board behind him?
That's it, dude.
You see the board behind him?
Hell yeah, dude. Let's talk about that, bro.
You know what that board is?
That's it.
Damn,
That's Beagle's board.
I know. And he got grip too.
New Beagle
I mean,
6
yeah.
That's what's up.
And you got to know that you designed this stuff like 6 months in advance. So it's like, that's pressure.
Yeah.
Beagle knew this board was coming. It wasn't a surprise. Like, he got in there and helped, like, this whole graphic right here. There's a story behind it. There's a reason of the positioning on the board, the gold, the colors. Mm-hmm. Shout out to our homie Nacho. He's the Shake John artist. Always crushing it, man.
Yep.
The sprinkles means the Shake John logo. Everything you saw, that's me and Nacho going to work, but my man Nacho putting the pen to pad, just killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I love it too. Available at Downstar Skate in Ventura, California. But
get there while you can. Downstar.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, the new Beagle board just dropped maybe 2 months ago. Shit, man, haven't had much time to promote it on my end because it's just been editing the video and shit. But like, yeah, hopefully the video make you want to go cop
it
one
will,
of these boards,
bro.
man.
It will.
I love this graphic for real because it doesn't say really like Shake John everywhere on it, really, but
so beautiful, man. The slab,
nice.
It's got the vibe. And I was trying to pick up one of these shrimp blunt decks, dude. They're already sold out, bro.
Shit.
I know I forgot to get one myself.
But there's shrimp blunt with sticker packs, socks, shirts, dude. You guys went ham with the lighters, dude. You got some lighters right there.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. We knew we were gonna put out this full length feature, so it was just like, well, now's the time to do it. Why not? You
Yeah,
know?
for sure. And I love it, dude. I love this whole video. I love that it really highlighted both of you guys, what you brought to the table, and you guys still do this shit, and it's just like, you know, I saw somebody on the comments say like, no, not only is no other grip company putting it out, but no other company's putting out stuff like this, and not to compete with anybody else, but to be at your guys' level in the community, and just keep going harder than ever. Like, that's commendable, bro. And you guys deserve this shit, man.
Thanks. We have fun doing it, man.
Yeah, you deserve this.
We wouldn't do it if we didn't want to.
270K in less than 2 weeks, bro. Fucking killing it.
Thanks.
So before we get to Beagle's part, dude, Shane, I want you to break it down from Beagle's part from the outside looking in, dude, because I know he's not gonna talk about his struggles with it, bro.
Yeah, right. I mean, come on. You want to know about a trick? Like, my man goes in the paint. Like, these tricks that you're seeing are just like, oh yeah, that was fun. Let's just get this real quick. We're talking like times back to get some of these clips. You know, hours spent to do these things. Like, to think outside the box, right? Because he's always like, that's just how he enjoys skateboarding, right? He's not just gonna do a classic nose slide big spin, you know. Nah, that's not gonna interest him. He needs to do a nose manual nollie big spin to lip slide at Pier 7. You feel me? Like, he needs to do a fakey heel flip to switch cracker down the stairs, you know. Switch front nose grinds going up ledges to what we call as a pizza. It's a fakey 360 shove it out, you know. Like, these tricks are so hard and difficult. It's almost on some Rodney Mullen shit, you know. It's like, one, thinking of the trick, learning the trick, and then you got to go find that thing in the wild that you can do it on, you know what I mean, in the middle of filming people, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So he's got to take the time to like actually learn these tricks, feel comfortable on his board, feel comfortable in his setup, his shoes, and everything that, you know, we take for granted because that's all we know. Like, well, maybe not. I mean, pros out there doing it, you know, like every single day.
Yeah.
So to find that lane to do that while I'm doing all this shit, that's a challenge, you know, in itself.
You guys both had your plates full, man.
Dude, thanks, man.
How'd you feel about the part, Beagle?
Dude, I'm so hyped, man, because the last full length I ever had drop was, I'd say, Chicken Bone video in 2011.
Banger.
You know, so
banger.
Boom, that's 11 years ago. And the reason why that was the last full length is there'd be Baker videos that came out since then. There was the Skate Tank video that came out, but between those videos right there was like 2 to 3 years of filming. So I could never produce a full part in 2 to 3 years. Even though it sounds crazy.
You bring the heat for Baker 4 though.
Hey, thanks.
You bring the heat. I don't know if you consider that like,
no, I do.
To you, like a full part, but that to me was a part.
Exactly. Well, yeah, it's not a full part technically because it's like 4 tricks, but it was definitely tricks that were the hardest tricks of my life, you know. So, but you can't sit there and be like, I don't know, the full part. It's a section or something, you know. But you know when it's like clear when it's a full part. You know? It's like at least a minute or more than 5 tricks. I feel like is kind of a full part pretty much. But luckily. So I had a head start on this video part because Baker 4 only used like 4 or 5 clips. So I had some clips that weren't used then. So technically I had been filming for this video part since really like 2015, 2016, since Skate Tank. There were some clips filmed, anything at HD or filmed even on the iPhone that could be, which is HD. I was able to save for this part, and lucky for me, I'm still wearing the same Dickies I was wearing the last 10 fucking years. And Adidas that you could see and be like, oh, I can't tell if this was fucking 5 years ago or a week ago. Yeah. You know, luckily. So that worked out for me because literally these tricks I try, I don't get enjoyment of filming or skating unless it's something that's like, personally, me, I'm not able to do 360 flips or frontside flips or beautiful flip tricks that you see a lot of people do. So I just stay out of it. I'm just like, I can't polish a turd. I could try all day, but I got a lot of mob where my feet go closer together. So personally, I don't get a personal enjoyment out of doing flip tricks. I have more fun trying to imagine something I never seen before, some kind of combination that hasn't been filmed. Like, oh shit, that I want to see that done actually. So personally, that's my style of skateboarding. And these tricks, they take fucking. I basically land a trick on film at the most 4 times a year. Mm-hmm. So every trick I try, it takes almost 3 months for me to actually land and shit. Because it's gotta be something I haven't seen, and so it's gotta take visits going back and trying. But that's what me and Shane have a lot in common is
paint.
He calls it. This is the paint master. He likes to call me that as well, but he's the OG paint master. Going in the paint, putting in like 4 hours of work per session to one trick, trying a trick 600 times, which is sorry for the filmer. Holy shit! But hey, that's what it takes because it's possible. It's gonna happen. It might not happen this time, next week, next 3 months, maybe later this year. But it's gonna happen. And that's what me and Shane, we share that passion where we know it's a matter of time before it's gonna happen. You just have to have the patience to make it happen with these particular combos and shit that we like to do and shit.
Definitely.
But hey, one of the most out of that whole video part, there were some tricks I went back to 7 times, some 12, but the one that took the most was that Shane mentioned, the switch frontside nose grind, fakie frontside 360 shove it out on a up metal edge and on a Alameda in LA. Mm-hmm. That took at least 12 to 13 times. Just going back there in a span though of two and a half years for that trick, because I was trying that trick for Baker 4, like by then like 5 times for that video, and then like 7 times for this video. But yeah, man, it definitely put in some work. But I'm really happy to have the opportunity to have a part in everything.
It's a beautiful thing when it all comes together, right?
Yeah,
to see his hard work get put down, and like to edit your part's not fun. It's just like it's tough because you're like, oh, I don't know, does it require a slow mo? I don't know. If am I gassing myself up too much? If I give myself too many slow mos, that's why I couldn't even touch my footage. I could just bring it to Beagle and Andrew. Andrew helped with the vintage section, help us out with putting this little section together.
Got you. So when you say Andrew helps, do you have like a whole timeline? Hey, these are the ones I want to use, and he's just like, oh, I would move this one here, move this one there, or how does it help work out?
So where Andrew stepped in this video, because usually Andrew will edit a whole video. He's done most of the Baker videos, and he helps with Shake Jump videos as well. But this particular occasion, we knew it was going to be Shane's footage, Andrew's footage, some other Baker OGs, where I know Shane and Andrew, they're particular about how their footage comes out. Like the thing is, they're artists. They have the passion. They make the tweaks on little things where normal people be like, hey, just do it how you want. I don't care. That's cool. But I'm like, you know what, Shane, I know you're gonna want like to be able to see like how much ride up or ride away you want, or if you want to slow-mo something as opposed to anybody else. So I'm like, here, you guys take these 6 riders, boom, make a section out of it, because it just made sense, the OG section. And so that's where Andrew stepped in and made that part the OG section.
Gotcha.
I didn't have, I sent them all the raw clips basically, and they sat down like, all right, what do we got? Okay, cool. It's going to go this route to the Goody Mob song and everything. And then once I found out they're using that song, that's when, as an outsider, I'm like, you know what? Let me sprinkle some Last of the Dinosaur in there or whatever. But that's the only thing I had to do with that section, basically. But luckily, these are the editors that I grew up off of, Andrew's editing and stuff. So it matched well. It was, thankfully, nothing really stood out about it. It was the same style. We all had the same vision.
Oh, that's
with the rest of the video.
dope, man, to know
Yeah,
that.
exactly. It could have gone all crazy. Imagine some crazy techno editing, like or something. Like we all knew this was the vibe.
So Shane, how does a process like that work down? Do you and Andrew literally sit down in front of a MacBook and just go through it, or?
Yeah, you're just gonna look throughout the punch in the entire timeline of all the tricks that we have to use, right? Everything from hijinks to clips, whatever. Here's the people. We don't need anything else. All right, let's comb through it. Start picking it apart. All right, what are the songs? I already had the songs on deck. I was like, I got Goody, and I got this prayer from Ghostface. The prayer from Ghostface was, I think, a challenge at first for him, just because it was like, it doesn't have that normal beat that you want your trick to land on.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it's like, where do I slow-mo? Where do I have your tricks land? Okay, this is a challenge. Over time, it ended up being like, you know what? This is actually working out pretty good. And then when Last of the Dinosaurs, the DJ Beagle 1 mix came through, it gave us that opportunity to actually give a hammer section to like mix it up. And plus, we knew after we got that, we're like, all right, this is going to flow with Beagle's project.
Got you.
Because without that, it's just going to look awkward. You're going to have these two songs that aren't mashed together. It doesn't have that Beagle taste. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, just like going through the footage with Drew is easy because it's like he likes the same things I like, and he has a great eye of like how to put a video part together. Last time I put a project together of that magnitude was Chicken Bone. And that, like, man, Beagle tell you now, like a full length video is crazy. It melts your brain.
Yeah, what's the timeline literally look like? Like if you zoom out from Final Cut, is it just?
You know, it's funny. I've seen some friends of mine with their timelines, and it looks way more hectic. I was surprised with on my timeline, there was really like 5 layers tops.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the video, the audio. Some of these cameras, like the HVX, when you download the footage on the timeline, it has 2 audio channels.
Yeah. Shit, like a left and a right? Or?
Yeah,
okay.
It's kind of like that. It's weird, but I've talked to some other people about it, and I've always felt like, fuck it, just cut one of them. Just so it's everything, because there's another camera I use, or 2 of them, that have just 1 channel. So I'm like, just make it all 1 channel, raise the one up more that had 2 before.
Got it.
You know, like, so that's already like, boom, video, audio, 2 layers, boom. Then you got like 1 layer of the animation, maybe 1 layer of the audio from the animation. It's great. Yeah, it's just like 4 or 5 layers.
Got it. So when you guys bring in like the animation or whatever, that's just 1 layer.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly.
Imagine how
and then
it
it's got
looked
audio though too.
Everything just freaking chopped up. Bro.
Sometimes. But what I like to do that I started not too long ago on Premiere editing is coloring the clips in the timeline, like coloring the tricks will be like,
oh wow,
like, oh dude, it's so good.
I
so
thought about that.
You can find shit easier. Like the tricks will be green, the hijinks will be yellow, the slams will be red or rose. You know, the smoking clips will be cerulean, some fucking some hijinks blue looking thing. They got really weird names or whatever. But yeah, I started doing that. That helps editing a lot.
Dude, hell yeah, man. It's so sick that you got final part on that Beagle. And
Thanks
then,
for that,
no
man.
doubt.
Shane, that you just putting that together, bro. Like, seems like you're always looking out for the homies, bro.
I try.
And
I try
speaking of that, we got J-Bone's deck is coming up.
Jay
dude.
Thorpe, baby.
Hell yeah, bro.
J Bones, son.
Stoked for that one, bro. He deserves it, dude. That's a OG right there, bro. Shout out
Yes,
to you,
sir.
Jay.
Yeah.
So, last trick, get the blunt with the shrimp on it, skate away, and then you wake up.
Yeah, dog. Hey, you know what's crazy, dog? Straight up, this video, holy shit, man. It was down to the wire because we knew, damn, it's almost the middle of March. We need this video to be done. The video was basically edited, but there wasn't an ender to it. And we knew I had to film an ender to get to this outro skit where I wake up in the kitchen from hitting a shrimp blunt. I'm like, man, I always knew the last like several months, I have to film a fucking trick and hit a shrimp blunt on the scene to transition to the shrimp blunt in the kitchen. So I knew it would be an ordeal, and I had a couple enders in mind, but they weren't working out. So there was this spot in Pasadena that I found one day after I was out there in December. I did this fakey heel flip switch cracker down at Forster out there, and I saw right next to it there was this flat bar in front of somebody's house, drops 5 times. We're like, man, this ender has to be something, you know, something heroic, basically. Something fucking, not just a quick trick. It has to be some kind of like block hug, long, something suspenseful. Something that's like a 3-second long clip at least or something. So I was running out of options, and I remember this flat bar, like, damn, this nollie lip could just make it. And so it was 2 trips going there, but both trips I went to the store ahead of time. The first trip, Jay went to the store and grabbed some shrimp for me. But the second trip, I went to the store by my house, grabbed some shrimp, because I knew if I land this ender, we're going to film this celebratory shrimp blunt, like, smoke into the outro. So it was almost like 2 enders in one. It's like, man, we finally got the nollie lip within an hour of trying it the second visit. And Shane was there, Jay Thorpe, Jamie Foy, Kaylin was filming it. You know, the good homies were supporting. They were ready. They're ready for that make. And man, that nollie lip, man, it just kind of happened out of nowhere. I wasn't coming that close. And damn, sure enough, and the homies pulled up. We're like, all right, we're hyped, man. We got the outro, but it's time to smoke this shrimp blunt, man. So I go to the car and break out this smelly bag of fucking shrimp from Ralph's that I got the morning of, and I wrapped the shrimp around the blunt, and then we just we smoked that shit. It worked out perfect. The transition was beautiful, but it was funny because we're just on this main road in Pasadena, right next to a police station, where it's like a really busy intersection. There's a lot of buses, cars, cops driving by, and it had to be right then and there where we had to spark this shrimp blunt and film this shit maybe 6 takes of the filmer, who was Jay. Jay passes me the shrimp blunt. You just see his hand after I land the trick. I'm like, oh shit. So I had to hit that at least 5 different takes, just choking to death, actually smoking shrimp in the major street in Pasadena. It was hilarious. Anybody that drove by was probably like, what the fuck is this kid doing?
Hijinx.
Smoking this shrimp on a blunt, all loud as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, so man, it happened though, man.
That nollie lip was like 100 feet. Had 5 different drops.
It looked like it.
It couldn't have been like a bet. Yeah, because he was trying to get this other trick that would have been a great trick to end the video with, but this one was so special.
Yeah.
Because you got to see him just sliding this nollie lip for so long, and then like he miraculously takes the corner of the block to where he just disappears, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, it couldn't have been any better to like end the video with the celebration and the smoking, and it's like literally like it was all organic, you know, even though like, all right, we got to smoke the shrimp blunt now, but it was, that shit was real.
Thanks, Shane.
End of the dream, bro, right there, man.
Yeah, oh my god, it's so
End of the
good.
Dream. That was the best feeling. That's why Shane ran up so extra hyped on that one, because we knew the video's done.
Oh, hell yeah.
You could actually edit this shit now. Done.
You could,
outro, shrimp blunt, boom. Like, but until then, if I would have fucking gotten injured or gotten fucked up somehow trying to fucking skate some flat ground just for fun in a garage,
Facts.
boom, no outro. Like, it just wouldn't have happened. So there's a lot of suspense, a lot of pressure on that fucking nollie lip right there, man.
Yeah,
Got
Some
that
like
shit,
Super Bowl of shit or
it
something.
really was. Yeah, you could see that the 2 times that we at the end, like you could see like it's the most passionate 2 times ever recorded, because it's like he knows like, oh my god, I did it. It's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It was a wrap right
Hell
there.
yeah. So after you wake up, you're back at the in the kitchen, and it was a Gangsta Boo, right?
Yeah.
Where's the shrimp at?
So this is beautiful, because Gangsta Boo, not only one of the best hip hop female artists of all time, you know, OG from Memphis, 3 6 Mafia, holding it down, but to have her voice, Beagle, where's the shrimp? Just like pierce through the kitchen, like,
so good.
How else would I want to snap out of a shrimp blunt dream than Gangsta Boo's voice going, Beagle, where's the shrimp? Like, that will get you wake the fuck up, because you don't want to slip on Boo.
Yeah.
You know, that's royalty right there. You want to get her damn shrimp to her ASAP. So it was perfect. She came to the party, the after party skit. woke me up out of my sleep by her voice. Big oyster shrimp. Boom, snap out of it. That's when I grabbed the shrimp. Holy shit, this was all a dream. This whole video was a dream. Damn, back to the fucking kitchen. Holy shit, what the fuck happened? On my way out, when I grabbed the shrimp that's been cooking there forever, there's Reno disguised as a half-baked bum on the couch.
Oh, that's Reno on the couch. Okay, gotcha.
And it's sick because he's like literally, he's almost playing a character of himself back in the Baker apartment or something. But he had this wig, and I pass him the blunt roach. He hits the shrimp blunt as I walk out to the outro, and that's where the homie, everybody in that outro that you see had a trick in the video. So it's all a dream. That's why I dreamt it. All these homies are over at the pad feasting. So that's when, Boo's like, wait, what took so long with the shrimp? I'm like, you heard of shrimp blunt? It's like, no, let's go eat. Come on, let's eat this shit. So, and it's just a party, a nice little feast celebration to wrap up the video. Everyone made it. Congrats, everybody. It was all a dream. It was all for this moment, for shrimp blunt, shrimp and blunts. So that was the vibe. But, one of my favorite parts of that transition, which I didn't even think was going to happen until the last moment when I was editing, was I skated to this song by Juicy J and Pimp C. Shane really wanted me to skate to it for years. I'm smoking, I'm rolling, I'm smoking, I'm rolling. Yeah. So I kind of remixed that, kind of throw some other Pimp C hooks over it. Got some homage, some Chrome, Crunchy Black. I smoke weed. It's almost like a mixture of some of my favorite smoke songs that I got to skate to. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna mix this up, man. This is fun. And the last moment, I'm like, damn, you know what? Since Boo's voice is actually snapping me out of this whole dream, that'd be sick to have her voice at the end of the mix. So I threw in one of her more recent good hits. Smoked out, loped out, smoked out, loped out. Threw her voice over like the ending of the Nolly Lip.
Gotcha.
And when I'm hitting the blunt, it goes smoked out, loped out. Boo's voice into her going, Beagle, where's it? So it goes from Boo's voice to Boo's voice.
Got you.
So it made sense, like, oh, that's why Boo's voice is in there. It's like in the dream and the song and everything is why she's there.
I love it, bro. Yeah. That's all the little Easter eggs, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's that last Easter egg that probably shocked a lot of people, seeing Antoine Dixon in there, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That was dope, man.
We couldn't. It's almost like Antoine is to skateboarding as Pimp C was to rap about repping shrimp. Twan equally is a shrimp god like Pimp C in the skateboard world at least. He. Back in Baker Has a Death Wish, we had the intro. I was filming him in the parking lot. He just got some Sears fried shrimp. He was so amped back in the day. Eat that shrimp, eat that shrimp. We had this old 3-6 song playing, Break the Law, in the background, and he made a remix. Eat that shrimp, eat that shrimp. And so to have him in the party doing that song again with myself, that was like, all right, we got to have Antoine. It's not going to be an official shrimp blunt video without Antoine. So we needed that little taste of Twan in there for sure, man.
Hell yeah. Beautiful. And then lastly, bro, the credits. It listed all the skaters from first to last. Who was actually doing the voice on that?
So that right there, that voice right there, that narrates the credits is the closest fucking voice you'll get to DJ Screw. DJ Screw, he originated slow down mixes, slowing down music, slowing down rap, DJ Screw. But he passed away in 2000. So since then, they've had the whole posse, the Screwed Up Clique, all the rappers, everyone bumping, representing that sound. Lil Randy is the homie, that new Screw that kind of took over the torch, just kind of kept the ball going and got the DJ skills that Screw had, because he watched Screw do it. So he was actually there when DJ Screw was making mixtapes, the first slow down rap mixtapes. So Randy is the purest form of the real thing, the screwed down music. So he has ever since then, the last 21 years, 22 years, holding it down for the Screwed Up Clique, making mixtapes. And I just kind of like learned of him like maybe several years ago. Started getting mixtapes off him also, because I'm like, damn, this sounds just like Screw, Lil Randy. This is amazing. This is good stuff. And one time he actually called me because I downloaded like a online album off him. It was weird. I just downloaded some Lil Randy mixtape online, and I get this call from Houston, and it's Randy.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy. And by then I was already such a fan of him. He's like, yo, hey, just making sure you got your download. I'm like, what? This is Lil Randy? What the fuck? Hey, what's up, Randy? Damn, man. Oh, shit, man. Shit. So ever since then, I kind of kept in contact with him. Like, I'll reach out to him to make mixtapes. And we've had a relationship, you know, good homies the last 6 years or something, since 2015 at least. I'll have him make me a mixtape for Christmas time every year, you know? And he does it, man. You can hit him up. Screwed Up Click, SUC Music. I think it's his email. But damn, he makes mixtapes for anybody. You hit him up, give him some songs. So anyway, it was only right to have his voice read the names, because he's got the smoothest, the most official Screwed Up voice. You know, he's the real deal from Houston. You know, so him shouting out anybody, I knew it'd be like you know, like a nice little feeling for anybody that hears their name shouted out by him, because it's like, damn, that's the real deal. Like, that's, man, shout out to anybody, man. Aquaman, Jason Momoa. It's like, oh shit, that's the voice from Houston, the most OGest, the real deal Screwed Up Click voice. It was just like almost like a reward for like, hey, sorry, like we didn't get your names throughout the video popping up because it looked too chaotic, but here it is with Randy's voice, just blessing it. Like, thank you for the love. Thanks for the hard
it
work.
was perfect. And then if you're trying to figure out who was who, all you do is go to the skater that you know, and then you have to rewatch it, and then you look at it. It's not a big deal. I understand what you mean about like it being way too much, you know, especially for everybody that was just coming on. It would have been like names just popping up. Like crazy.
Yeah. It says it at the end, the order of appearance. If anybody like just takes a second, is like, who was before Dustin Dolan? Facts. Like, oh, is Joff and Garvey, or, you know, it's like, all right, there it is, you know. But, you know, it's hard, man. Yeah, like some people had one clip, so if you had a name pop up, it would just look chaotic. So it just had to be that way.
I love it, man. Shane, how do you feel, bro? This is your shit, bro. It's out there. It's killing the streets. It's got to be a great feeling, man.
Yeah, it's our shit. You know what I mean? Like, this is our shit. Yeah. Like, we as Shake Junt, like, we feel good, you know? Like, it's just another full-length video, fourth one from Shake Junt. And it feels good to be able to still do it and still, like, have people that want to be in it and want to contribute to it. And the new blood that has, like, come into Shake Junt and really held it down and called it their own, you know, we can see that, and we love to help provide for them, you know, hopefully get them to the next plateau in their game of skateboarding, you know, whether it is you trying to find that shoe sponsor, that board sponsor, whatever it may be. Like, we hope that Shake Junt has provided that for you in your life to maybe explore that. Yeah. And I'm sorry to everyone out there that maybe I haven't done enough too, you know, like I try to help out as many people as I can. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And same with Beagle. I know he does too. So it does feel good for us to have this full length come out, you know?
Well, it should, man. Like I said earlier, it's about 270K last time I looked, man. Nothing.
I'm more about the people in the video and what they thought if they look at it and go, we're proud to be in it. That's what means more to me than anything. Like, is the team hyped? Like, nah, that was a good video. We're hyped to be a part of it. Thank you. Yeah. You know, like, because like Beagle said, like, full trust. What am I skating to? What's the music you got me on? What tricks did you use? Like, not many skaters are gonna be cool with that. And there is some videos out there where you'll hear the stories behind it. Like, yeah, they give you the footage and the editor just goes to town on it, and then the premiere happens and you're like, damn, they didn't use this trick. They got me skating to some whack shit. Like, got you. And you bummed on that, you know. So it can be hard, you know.
Well, what was the temp like after the premiere? What were people saying?
I mean, what me and Beagle encountered with the team, we felt love.
Yeah.
You know, and we felt right away that like it was good, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
I think the
Much
homies.
love.
I think the
So
homies.
happy.
I think the homies were hyped. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what we wanted the most.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it felt like it,
Yeah.
dude. This shit was it was bumping, bro. And I knew after that premiere that like, yo, this is about to go off, dude.
Sick.
And it did. Everybody that comes in, bro, I'm like, hey, have you seen Shrimp Blunt yet? No, I haven't seen it. All right, we'll put it on right now. dude.
That's love. Thank you so much.
Of course, man.
You know what's crazy is that everybody's just like, we're such fiends to this shit, right? So we're already like, all right, where are we filming next?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Yeah.
Like we were already in the streets this weekend working on projects. Like it's this is what we do. You know what I mean?
It's natural, bro. As a
Yeah.
hustler, bro, it's natural, you know, but sometimes, especially times right now, bro, you guys gotta soak that in and just enjoy this shit because this is
Sick.
fucking heavy, bro. You guys put out some real shit, dude.
Nah, I feel you, man. Especially Beags. Like I was, you know, when he told me the other day, he's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna try to go see like a soccer game with Theotis and that lady and stuff. And I was like, hell yeah. I was like, how was the game? He's like, I got caught up editing these Instagrams, homie. Because we we gotta push. We gotta, you know, this is crucial times right now where it's like we want to make sure that the team is getting their, you know, that's, you know, they're all getting their love that they deserve.
I feel you, man. And dude, I appreciate you guys sitting here and chopping it up with me, man. It's a real honor, dude. For real.
No, we're hyped to be able to talk about this project. You know, I think this is the first time that Beagle and I have got a chance to even sit down and really like chop it up.
Good
you
shit,
know?
man.
So
Dedicate
thanks,
this to Murdy the dog, bro. Definitely looking down on everybody and
Let's go.
making sure everybody's landing their tricks, man.
That's right.
So, everybody listening, if you guys haven't seen it right now, especially if you guys are coming from a different community, man, just go to YouTube, search Hijinx, and check out Shrimp Blunt, dude. I guarantee, even if you're not even into skateboarding, bro, you're gonna have a good time, man. And like I was saying, my wife, shout out to my wife Ashley, dude. We were watching the video, and she's just like, dude, I'm jamming to this, dude. She's just bopping, and she's like, man, I need this mix for my workout. So you guys got to throw this up on the SoundCloud, put it on Spotify or whatever it is, dude. But that's a banger, man. You guys killed it.
Sick.
Yeah, my lady got hypnotized. She's like, oh, I'm feeling kind of just like I'm sinking into the couch, kind of like I'm good, and not like she was bored. I was like,
Just got to contact Shrimp Blunt.
man,
It did it, man. This video did it, bro. And I congratulate both of you guys. And you guys just setting the bar, dude. An amazing thing, man.
thanks, homie. Thanks for having us, Downstar.
Hell yeah.
Downstar Ho.
Hell yeah. So before we get out of here, where can they find both of you guys at? And yeah,
In these streets, getting these clips.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, for sure, man. We'll have all the socials and everything listed below. But thank you guys for listening. And thanks for Shrimp Blunt, man. That shit was entertainment. And I loved it, dude. And thank you guys for listening. This is Downtime with Downstar. We out. Peace.
Thanks, Frank.
Downtime.